Brando and Todd.
Hey, kid!
Welcome to Ball Busters, a show for fans by fans. From who's hot, like Fritzy, to who's not, like Big T, Little Odd, to what's on the menu for the tailgate, and everything in between. I am your dual threat quarterback, Danny Feedback. Lining up way too close behind me is our running back, the guru of good brew, Brando.
Hey, guys, let's drink some brew-hoo-hoos.
Flanked out wide is our diva receiver, Big T, Little Odd.
Here I am.
And our star player today, straight from the fort, Fritzy himself.
Hey, how are you?
MVP. If you have a sport, chances are we will bust your balls. Thanks for helping us out, Fritz.
Hey, anytime.
Hey, how are you?
We always need a porn star on the show, and today it's you.
It's me. Hey.
Yeah, buddy.
I upload a lot of porn to Pornhub.com. So I'll be honest with you.
What goes on in this fort of porn?
No, just porn recording of it.
Like DVR or actually making?
Production and distribution.
Yeah.
A lot of editing, but
Oh, yeah, you got to edit.
That's why you're putting on your special blue blockers.
Yeah, you have to have blue blockers, too. Oh. I mean, it's porn, gentlemen. Am I wrong here?
Hey, what do you think this is?
Wait a minute. I thought you said blue blockers. Y'all made it come off as goo blockers.
Interesting.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. I'm going to pop some blue
It's a
pills.
cum joke.
Whoopah!
Big T, Little Odd hitting me with a cum joke.
Oh, no. Morning zoo.
Be careful.
Morning, Sue.
Where have you been hiding at, Danny?
Man, I went up north, dude. Cleveland. I went
Oh,
over
yeah.
to Pennsylvania. I took a dump in Schittsburg.
Really?
It was great, dude.
You don't like Pittsburgh?
Wow. I can't. I can never like them. Now, I tried to. Okay, so let me just tell you this real quick.
Them, the Demonym Pittsburghians, or them, the team? The sports
Well,
team?
everything is the same to me. Yeah, yeah. So, Cleveland's only about 2 hours away from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I
Fort
started
Pitt,
looking
right?
into Pittsburgh.
Is that when you take Fort Pitt? Or no, that's the panhandle out of West Virginia, I think, is Fort Pitt.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You know a little bit too
I thought you were
much.
just
like
the
Pittsburgh.
other side of the river.
Well, now there's many sides to these three rivers. You can never be on the wrong side of a river in Pittsburgh.
I thought you were on the green side, though.
Well, let me just tell you something about Pittsburgh. Let me just tell you something about this. I started looking up what's going on here. They got some wild stuff. They actually seem like a pretty unique, cool little city. And Cleveland, the people up there, a little bit Midwest. So I was like, oh no. Are Pittsburgh people cooler than Cleveland people? I was really worried. I'm telling you. I went there. It was hilly. I like the hills.
Yeah.
But, buddy, we don't take many showers in Cleveland. Those guys never take showers. Those Pittsburghians, they're filthy. It was horrible getting around that town. I'm telling you, I don't want to go back there ever again. I want nothing to do with Pittsburgh, man. Now, I did have some good Nepalese food. So I brought a Nepalese-influenced hot sauce today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm trying to recruit while I'm out here on the road.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We got some wild beers tonight, too, man.
All right. No
Yeah.
Pittsburgh beers, right?
No, I don't
Steel City?
think so.
They have shit for beers up
Steel
there.
City?
You would hate it, dude. I tried getting Pennsylvania beers when I'm there. I'm telling you, I could only get one. I could only find one.
Which one?
I think it was Trogs. Have you heard of
Trogs, yeah.
That's the only
Trogs makes some
Pennsylvania.
great beer,
and
yeah.
I think they were out of they weren't even out of Pittsburgh, but
Yeah.
out of Hershey. I'm telling you, I went to the big beer store
We got
there
the
right
Nugget
outside of
Nectar,
Pittsburgh.
and Trogs is the original Doppelbock that was available here in 22 ounces, and it had the wizard-looking old man on the bottle. That was their Doppelbock, and it was almost 8%. You could get it from your local gas station that had a good beer selection for $4.99 for that 22-ounce bottle, and you're just going, yeah, buddy. So Trogs has been around for a long time, and they have a great reputation.
That's in Pittsburgh?
No, they're not in Pittsburgh. But
Oh, okay.
Now, did you mention Hershey? So you were in the city founded by candy bars?
I did not get to go to the Hershey Squirt. No. I think it's Hershey Squirt, New Jersey, actually.
I'm kind of upset that you're upset with Pittsburgh because they're just a bunch of Polacks, too.
Well, but like I said, I found the Nepalese community there. Okay.
So,
they
well,
actually have
Nepalese-
some wild
hold
food
on.
here. I never heard of Nepalese cuisine before.
Give me an example of a Nepalese
Nepalese
cuisine.
is Mount Everest, right?
Very good. Wow. I guess should we give them an applause?
Yeah.
All right. You know something.
So what's an example of some Nepalesian food?
All right. It's very Indian oriented.
Okay.
But
Greeny, right?
dude,
Spicy.
I don't usually get too spiced out.
Yep.
And my girl almost never gets too spiced out. Like she's like, this is too hot. I know I'm in trouble. We go sit down. We dipped into the first sauce. She's like, this is hot. I'm like, I knew I was in trouble, man. I got burned out. I couldn't even enjoy the food. I got too burned out, and like my cool down time, you know what I mean? Then I would need. I couldn't really enjoy it.
But are you really getting the real Nepalese atmosphere? I mean, because Nepalese, it takes like 20 minutes to boil water up there.
Because of the altitude.
Because of the altitude. I know. I'm wondering is it really that true? I mean, you're getting it at a different atmosphere, which changes everything. Up there, they all live on like a third of the oxygen everybody else lives on for the most part.
I don't have to go to Mexico to eat a real taco, Todd.
I'm with it. Let's make a date.
Good Lord.
Danny, I have a question. So, some cultures, their hot intensity wanes, and some it waxes for a very long time. For instance, Japanese food, sushi, wasabi, it burns the fuck out of your face, but then it goes away.
Yeah.
So was this a quick acting or a long? Was this was it acute or chronic?
No, this hit me pretty quick, and it would not go away. You know what I mean? I didn't want to sit there all day because we're on the road. I'm like, we're just stepping
It's
in
like
here
one
to
of
get
Todd's
something to eat
farts.
and roll. Exactly.
farts are
exactly
obtuse.
the same.
That
They're
was
not
the
very
word.
cute.
It's like a tiger claw ripping into your nose
And out.
and
quickly.
then it stays in there.
So would you compare this to eating a full block of Velveeta
You're
at
like,
once?
pull out, tiger, pull out. And the tiger's
oh,
like, no, it's staying in. You're like, ugh.
It's probably very similar to that ghost pepper cheese that you had a couple of weeks ago. And
That was
lingered till Wednesday from the Saturday
Could be
night.
our fault, but
Hey, I don't know if y'all knew, but there was a volcanic explosion that following Wednesday. All right?
But that was because you kept eating it because you didn't think it was that hot. And then
It
when it
was
finally did get hot, you were wrecked.
I know, but there is something, it's a guilty pleasure of like feeling a little bit of pain. And you're like, yeah, it's just kind of enjoyable. You know, it's like
It was.
it's like getting
Especially-
punched in the body.
especially
Kind of
because
enjoyable.
Liz and I were taunting him, and he loves a good taunt. You know, he'll go right for it.
I ain't a quitter. Second place.
We gave him a liver quiver, but instead it was in the river.
First of all, I don't poop in rivers, but
All right, chode.
Speaking of rivers, I don't know.
Are we going to hop in this time machine? Are we going back to 95? Are we going to play Nintendo? Todd, tell me true.
yeah, we're going a little bit deeper than 95.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Here's Big T, Little Odd with the NBL and the NBW of the week.
All right, this week at NBL NBW is brought to you by, I'm not sure who this fucking guy is.
Whoa.
Language.
Jeez.
All right. Guys, let me ask you, is there anything laying around your house you don't want or need?
Of course, a bunch of stuff, Todd.
Yeah, I got a couple cock rings.
Let me see your junk.
No.
Got junk in the garage that is just
that
taking up
junk?
space?
Okay.
Yeah, I thought because of the cock rings. It was a
Yeah,
different
it
joke.
made sense.
All right, work good with that. Let me see your junk. Isn't it time to get rid of that unwanted, unneeded, in the way, hauled away for good, like your cock rings?
Thank you.
Don't look at me.
I don't know why.
Let us see your junk. .com.
Your pauses are great, but I don't know if the audience at home can see the look on your face as you give the pause. It's as though you are
I feel like they know me by now.
struggling for your next words.
Oh, there they are. They'll only hold out so
Once
long.
again, I'm only 75 credits away from my English major. I'm
It's
still
his
trying
first
to get
language,
that done.
guys. Okay, cut him a break. It's his first one he's
Wow.
tried to learn. All right.
Sometimes you just got it going on. Let us see your junk.com.
Whoa.
Submit some pics.
What?
but not at Danny's Dick.
I'm offended.
Okay.
Get an estimate, get it scheduled, and at letusseeyourjunk.com.
No.
This cannot be going over well.
I just got the last one right, and he curveballed me last week.
That's
like,
the new. That's the new.
It took me 17 weeks to get the last one right.
That's the new promotional. That's the new marketing campaign for 3B debris removal. They're doing a thing where if you text pictures of your junk that you need removed, then they'll text you back an estimate, and you can schedule on the spot. But
We can't help you with hemorrhoids. You have to pass that on your own. All right, let's do a little history. 5/28/1951. After going 0 for 12, Willie Mays connects for his first Major League home run. So
Wow.
his first hit in Major League was a home run.
All right.
That's awesome.
And we got Larry Bird, 5/29/1980, beats Magic Johnson for Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
Wow.
Nice. I like this one.
Anybody thinking about being a thief around here?
No, I don't think I should steal anything
Well-
from my brother.
If you wanted to be, what day is it? The 29th is the day to do it.
Yeah.
29th of May, 1990, Ricky Henderson steals a record 893rd stolen base, breaking Ty Cobb's record.
Wow.
Also, on May 29th, 1992, White Sox Tim Raines swipes his 700th career base.
Wow. Rock Reigns.
Is he the third baseman?
The original Rock.
Rock Reigns was a left fielder.
Oh, I thought you said Tim Raines.
Tim Raines.
Tim Raines. That's Rock Reigns.
Okay.
Tim Rock Reigns.
I know him as an
Yeah.
announcer, mostly at Little League World Series.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
really know him. He's
Yeah,
a
for
local
sure.
guy too. I think he's a Sanford guy.
He's
Really?
he's a Polk County
Symbol?
guy. I thought he was.
Nah, his boy
Lakeland.
played over in Sanford. I remember
Yeah, that
Harrelson
could
used to
be.
play
That
with
could
him
be.
in
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
All right, where are we at here?
Baseball.
All right. 5/28. This is another guy. This guy had two great days that you want to forget. All right? 5/28,
I've had
1993.
those.
Jose can't catch the baseball. Canseco
Oh, yes.
attempts to catch a baseball at the wall, and instead of catching it, he decided to head the ball into the stands for an opponent home run.
He might have not seen the ball. It could have been, the sun, right?
I know, but it gets better. This is why he should have been our natural born loser for the day. The following day in 1993, as a Ranger, Jose can't pitch the ball. Jose can't pitch the ball, Canseco. Pitches eighth inning in a 15-1 loss to the Red Sox. He gives up 3 runs on 2 hits and 3 walks,
Wow.
and then hurts his arm, creating the LeBron flop.
Oh, no. Canseco didn't do that. Come on.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the video of him pitching. Yeah, it was really bad.
Jeez.
But they were losing 15-1, so why waste a bullpen guy? So they're just like, "Hey, Jose, can you pitch?" He's like, "I don't know, Papi. Maybe I can do that." So
I
they
don't
just
think
throw him in there. No, he's got that voice. Yeah, he's got the voice like Scarface.
Guido?
No, he's Cuban. So
Jeez, you guys are so racist.
He's Cuban. So I
don't think that's
when I look at him,
racist.
I always hear the Scarface voice. You know.
Yeah, right. We
Hey,
have
Papi.
We have a natural born. We have a natural born waste of popcorn Thursday night.
What?
And that's when a Philly 76ers fan decided to empty his bucket of popcorn on Russell Westbrook's head when he was returning to the bench from the locker room. At least it was Philly, so it really doesn't surprise me.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Philly
Horrible
fans, man.
Horrible. They're horrible people.
Throwing batteries at Santa Claus.
Yeah. We have another natural born loser here, and that's Chad Ochocinco, who recently announced he will be fighting Brian Maxwell on the Logan Paul Merriweather boxing exhibition.
No.
Logan Paul's a pretty good boxer, right? He's got some chops, from what I've heard.
So he's got good power.
He can defense. He can move.
Yeah, but he's not fighting him. He's fighting Maxwell. He's fighting a 41-year-old retired
gotcha,
MMA
okay.
guy.
Yeah, Logan Paul is fighting Floyd Mayweather.
So
That's
what I'm curious. Who is Nacho Libre going to be doing in the pre-fight, in the undercard? Nacho Libre needs to be wrestling somebody.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, so this is the same night?
Yeah.
Great.
But-
How long till we get this?
This is, God damn it, I don't have the
June.
date.
I think
missed
it's
that W.
June 9th against June 9th.
Really? We're going to see Ocho Cinco fight?
Yeah, he's going to box. Yeah.
Does he have a chance? What's
It's I didn't look into this Brian Maxwell, but I think it's just going to be boxing. And I would take Ocho Cinco. He's like 6'2", 6'3". Brian Maxwell, if he's 5'10",
That's a hell of a
Ocho,
reach.
yeah. But Ocho's, I just don't see.
I mean, Ocho's just a wide receiver. He's not known for his crazy toughness. I mean, he's an athlete, but I mean, boxer, really?
Oh man.
Like, I could see a linebacker, but
Well, Ocho Cinco also tried out to be a goalie. He tried to play
I know he had a
goalkeeper
soccer
in,
fetish. Yeah,
yeah, in the U.S.
It wasn't
USL.
goalie. He was playing as a right winger
Was he?
in midfield. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Ocho Cinco, he was an NFL player, right?
Yes.
Which team
Chad
did
Johnson,
he play for?
Cincinnati Bengals, New England Patriots. I think he maybe had another one in there.
That's a made up name though, right? Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco, he named himself.
His name was Chad Johnson, which is such a everyday name that his jersey number was 85, so he changed his name legally to Ocho Cinco.
So is he bilingual?
No. No.
Probably.
He's clickbait.
He also has that story that went viral when he released his autobiography that I've mentioned on this show before, where he said that he used to masturbate onto his receivers' gloves before the games to add tact to them.
That's a smart move.
Because his quote was, he goes,
I hope that's
job,
not verified.
No, it is. He said it himself. He said, my job is catching footballs, and if there's no one else I can trust besides myself to make sure I catch that ball, then my future children.
That's
Well,
fucking
stay
hot
tuned
as shit.
because
so great.
the dark side.
I
The
want one
dark
of his gloves so bad.
the dark
Get
side
outta
of the NFL is coming out on Vice, just like the dark side of the ring. And Ocho Cinco is one of the characters in there, or one of the people they're highlighting.
Oh, really? Okay.
We'll find out. We'll see what's going on with that one. That
He
seems
might
awfully-
demonstrate.
So who here hates the Yankees?
I cannot
All
fucking
right.
stand the evil empire.
Well, unfortunately, Vic Carpazia, the Major League Baseball home plate umpire last night, awarded Gio Urshela.
I don't know.
Anywho,
Wait, let me correct you. I don't know.
a walk after only 3 balls
Yeah.
were thrown by Kyle. How do you like this last name? I mean, how you would probably get laid a lot being named Kyle Funkhauser.
That's true. Yeah.
How can you fall? Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Nobody on the Tigers even argued the call.
Because they're the Tigers.
Well, hold on. The Tigers were able to overcome the terrible ump call, and there was another call later as well, with a walk-off homer by Robbie Grossman in the bottom of the 10th inning.
Oh, wow. So the Tigers won?
The Tigers won.
Oh, wow.
Gosh,
think-
we were
you
trying
know-
to hate on the Yankees. You're like, oh, we're hating on the Tigers.
It just surprises me because, when the Rays score 6 runs, you get half off Papa John's pizza. When the Tigers win, you get a whole franchise. They're just like, here, you own Papa John's now.
Where is it? That's in Dearborn, Michigan.
Yeah.
All right.
Better be careful. Shaq will show up at your house.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
he'll just
not-
mumble at
in
you.
a terrible wig.
That's Charles Barkley.
That fucking frequency of his voice, humpback whales can pick up. That's about it.
I don't know. Orcas maybe, too.
Maybe, yeah, you're right. Okay. I will concede.
I think Shaq's got a real cool voice, actually.
He does. He has a great voice. It's just,
It just kind of vibrates.
Charles, I only like what you're saying to me, Charles.
that sound
I'm gonna punch you in
engineer
the face, Charles.
who has to watch his spectrograph and then go, God, I don't know. I got to cut all of the bass from his voice. And the producer's like, just do it, Rocky. Gotta hear what he's saying.
Cut me, Mick.
We got our first natural-born winner of the NBA playoffs, and that's the Milwaukee Bucks, after they brought the brooms out and swept Miami home.
Yes. Did you see what they did today?
Swept the Heat.
The Milwaukee Bucks organization. So all during that series, Miami Heat fans were tweeting all kinds of really sarcastic and fucked up shit at the Bucks. And so when they finished the sweep, their PR manager or social media manager went back through all of those tweets and answered all of them after they swept them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
That's awesome.
Let's get back to winners here.
Me?
Just because I looked at you doesn't mean you're a winner.
Wow, what a dick.
I think it does.
I mean, Jiminy Crickets. All right. And I'm going to say the Rays.
Oh, yeah.
They had their longest season winning streak ever in franchise history this week at 11, and they actually tied the active.
So it was more than that.
Well, that's why y'all are here to correct me. Hear me
Yeah.
out first. And they tied, I believe, Oakland with their 11 for the season record.
They tied Oakland. It was our longest winning streak since 2004.
I said franchise in there, Dirt. You just missed that.
Yeah, but
It wasn't their
2004
longest
was
franchise.
12
we
winning.
won 12 games in a row in 2004, but that was before they were
Asking
contenders.
for it.
All right.
You're
Well,
asking for it.
I'm replacing the W with an L. All right? They're losers now. That's what you talked me into.
We deserve that. We deserve that.
We're taking that off the record.
Not cool.
But how about a natural-born Wendell?
We're editing that.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah? Y'all like a little Wendell?
yeah. Joey Wendell, yes.
Of course.
Been killing it. Sorry, Adamas. We miss you.
Yeah, I think Wendell's leading the team in batting average, and I think he's also like 490 with runners in scoring position. It's crazy.
And he has the most plate appearances without gloves on.
And he's also leading Major League Baseball in doubles.
Todd, I got to be honest with you. I've never seen that I can remember a first inning grand slam from Joey Wendell, a guy who does not hit home runs.
Yeah.
It's like a position player. It's like a second baser who's really fast and bunts to
And
get
he-
on base.
he's-
He hit a
I love that.
fucking-
That's what I like about baseball.
fuck-
Go back to fundamentals. Hey, I might
Yeah.
not be able to hit you, but guess what? I'm out think you.
He
Yeah.
happened
And
to
then-
square up. It was luck. He happened to square up, and that thing fucking took off, and it was an opposite field home run. Opposite field home runs are always squarely struck baseballs late in the strike zone, and the thing just kept dancing.
A
It was
home or
fucking
away?
amazing. This was
In Dunedin. It was
away.
the away
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
It was in
They're-
Florida, but away.
Yeah, their record is so great away.
Yeah, always. Yeah. Thank you for saying
home,
that.
they've been struggling a little bit.
That series, though, versus Toronto, that was the first time in franchise history where they've had 2 grand slams in the same series. Because
Yeah.
Mahee hit a grand slam Friday night, and then Wendell hit one on Monday, I believe.
Well, it's all going to go back to what I was saying a couple weeks
we
ago,
go.
and how Brett Phillips is a spark plug for that team. And they realized that and said, "All right, Adamas, we really don't need your energy anymore." I with Wanda Franco and this other cat sitting there,
I think that's more of it.
Phillips has some good
Phillips
energy.
doesn't factor in that. He's an outfielder.
He
and you've got an
doesn't
infield player. No, they're
Why, are
making
you
room.
negating what he's just saying?
It doesn't matter.
No, I think Brett Phillips is definitely a spark plug for this team, but I don't think Brett Phillips was the reason why they traded Adamas. They
that
traded
what you said?
Adamas because they had Taylor Walls and Wander Franco.
I know it did, but it made it
Yeah.
easier to do that. To get
Okay.
them at their at
So
his peak.
you think
performance.
he could be the guy that fills that Adamas spot as far as the energy
I don't
goes?
see him. I don't see him batting 300.
No.
I see him batting 195 with big hits.
Ooh, who?
Just being
Brett
Phillips.
Brett Phillips.
Bat maybe 230, but I don't see him doing a whole lot. But I just see him being that guy in the dugout. It's like, hey man, just get it going, do something silly, be
He's
happy.
clutch as fuck.
He does
His
happen to be
personality is bigger
Exactly.
than anything. I think.
He is clutch as fuck, though.
So is
He
Wendell
really is.
too. I mean,
Yeah.
we got.
Wendell's very clutch.
Where's the easy out in that lineup?
There is
None.
not one.
There's no easy out.
By the way, do you remember in the World Series 2020, Joey Wendell was playing a shortstop, third baseman hybrid shift.
Switch. Yeah.
And I think it was game 4 that the Rays ended up coming back to win. A Los Angeles Dodgers player took a high heat fastball and just rocketed it chest level, and immediately the camera shows Joey Wendell taking a step back immediately, and he looks at his glove and goes, and on camera he goes, "Fuck me," and throws the ball back to the pitcher. And then it shows a slow motion of the batter hitting the line drive and immediately him putting the glove up next to his cheek, and his hand goes, like goes back 3 feet, and he even turns around
Yeah. Tara
and
deltoid
picks it up and goes, wow. Like that ball was
Yeah.
coming 120 miles per
Yeah,
hour.
it's like 112 mile an hour.
And he was less than 90 feet away.
Let's keep
and
cruising.
caught the ball. Like Joey Wendell's the shit. That's all I'm
All
saying.
right. All right, he's one of my favorites, but I'm sure we're going to have time to fucking masturbate over the Rays later, all right? All right. Let's keep on with his NBL, NBW, and we got another NBL. And that's a natural-born low blow by Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers. Not only did he get fouled on the shot, but he decided to do a crane kick into Jay Crowder's nutsack, earning us the first dick kick of NBA basketball. I mean, he ended up getting getting a fragrant one foul, but it was clearly intentional. I mean, I watched it. Most people they kicked their feet out, but one foot, like, say his left leg, his knee came up to his head, like I did Merle out there.
Yeah.
And then his right leg.
Merle's a dog, people, just so you know what kind of animal we're dealing with over here with
And
Tom.
the other one
Well,
saw
yeah,
like,
he
it was
loves kicking
supposedly
dogs
an
in the face.
accident.
Yeah.
It's like it was watching Danielson do a crane kick on a telephone pole there. I mean, is Anthony Davis going to audition for Cobra Kai?
Come on.
Cobra Kai never did.
All right, we got a couple natural born winners left here, and I'm stuck with this one. I'm calling it a tie this week. Even though he's an L, he's a W, and that's a natural born left-hander because he's a natural born winner, and that's Phil Mickelson.
Okay.
All right.
He plays golf, right?
Yeah, left-hander. I don't mean the smokable kind, all right?
Like the jazz cigarette.
Maybe
Yeah.
he does.
Well, he won the 32nd PGA Championship at the ripe old age of 51. And he was smoking the ball out there with this Koepka guy way farther. Who farted in here?
Is this part of your story?
Oh, my Lord.
I mean,
He smoked
That's
that
what
ball.
Bill Mickelson said. Yeah.
he finished the
As
third.
he's smoking a joint, farted in here.
They call me Lefty Phil. There's a reason for that. But his brother was his caddy. And for me, it's probably the biggest PGA memory I have. I mean, Tiger had some good ones. He had his win a couple of years ago where they thought he'd never win again. But Phil at 51.
Yeah,
Really?
50.
It is big. Yeah,
No, he's 51.
Are you sure?
I thought he was 51.
I thought they said 50, but either way,
Todd, you got it all wrong again.
Even still, 50.
yeah, still 50 is he is still the oldest man to ever win a major in
He's
golf.
going
Is that
on
true?
50.
Yeah.
he's old.
Yeah, he is the oldest. Maybe that's right because he was playing senior stuff. Anywho,
Yeah.
where'd he go, Phil?
Yeah,
And he
But-
was bashing that hole 18 where they were crowding him and tackling him was just.
Wait,
it was
is golf like a combat
no.
sport
Well,
now?
it turned into that. It turned into that because
Practically.
everybody loves Phil Mickelson. Mickelson is just—he's a fun personality. He does a bunch. He makes shots you're not supposed to make. He'll play himself into the sand trap, and be like, "Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to make birdie out of this trap and chip it in."
Yeah.
or he'll be
Oh, yeah.
underneath a tree, or he'll do the backwards flop shot over his head, which
yeah.
we've seen before. And he
Playing for that long, he's hit that
people-
shot a million times.
This is his 40th year playing in the PGA.
Wow.
40th. No, it's his
Fourth
fourth
decade.
decade.
Yeah, well,
No, he's been playing since he's 10 years old.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
in the PGA.
No, it's his fourth decade. But
Lock it up. Anyway, everybody loves Phil, and Phil hasn't
Yeah.
been kind of relevant. They've been wanting to win. I mean, he was like, what, plus 2,500 or something on odds? If you bet $100 on him to win, you would have won $25,000.
Yeah.
2,500.
No, it was 25,000.
oh, plus 25,000.
Plus 25,000 for him to win.
wow.
I don't
Yes.
think so on
That's
100.
insane.
But here's the thing, though. The thing
Oh,
I
is
thought
it?
was the best part about his when he gave the speech afterwards,
Oh.
and they were like being the oldest
Let's
guy.
wait till we get to the speech,
Okay.
though.
Okay.
Because it was a drive down 18. They settled it up. Phil gets up there, left hand, just power fades one down the fairway, passes up one of the top contenders, Brett Koepka, I can't think of his first name right now, Koepka, and he's a long hitter. He hits the ball 330. Phil Mickelson drives it past him. And this
Wow.
other cat's like 30 years old.
Wow.
And then all the fans come rushing in behind, and it's like, man, COVID doesn't exist here. Hey, we don't give two shits. Phil
Not
is
in
here.
Georgia.
It's like Santa Claus coming to town. It wasn't in Georgia, and it was just a great experience. The other guy, Koepka, was upset because the fans rushed him. He just got knee surgery. He's like, it's hard to walk around there. Everybody bumping into me. There are people
Yeah.
storming Mickelson. It was quite the experience last Sunday to watch. And if y'all saw it, you would know what I'm talking about.
So did you see when he talked afterwards, like after winning the
I
tournament?
didn't bother to listen to that.
What I thought was
Why is that, Shade?
Because I was watching golf for 6 hours already.
no. What I thought was cool was they asked them. They said, "Well, you're now the oldest man to ever win an NBA or a PGA major."
A major.
And they're like, what are your thoughts on that? And he said, I honestly don't think it's that big of a deal. He's like, because, yeah, I'm 50, but I'm a different 50 than Jack Nicklaus was when he was 50. and he was a different 50 than Palmer was, and he goes, I just feel like we're all like getting younger.
No.
As we go on. So he said, I don't expect to hold this title for very long.
What do
He
you
says,
mean?
I think someone will come along that's older than me because people are just getting younger. A guy at 50 now is way younger than a guy was at 50 in the 90s.
No, it's
And
just
so
sports science. And Mickelson,
Yeah.
Mickelson is the oldest to ever win a major.
And he is, yes.
50
yeah.
years old. It's
He
not
is.
going to happen. Again, I don't see it happening. Maybe we've seen it before. We saw Furyk battle at the Masters. We've seen some other one. Who's the other guy?
Hold on, you said Nicholas was the oldest to win it?
To win a major tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Ever.
how old?
He was 50, 51, somewhere in there.
No, that's Mickelson
Y'all-
you're talking about. Yeah.
Mickelson. No, Furyk was like 53 or something.
To win a major?
No, he didn't win. He was in contention.
Oh, gotcha.
Right,
Tom
right.
Watson did it too. Tom
Yeah.
Watson was battling. I think he was almost 60, and he
Yeah.
came in like third or something.
But to
the,
win it.
I think the record before this though was Jack Nicklaus, and I think he was like 44 or something. It wasn't super close. Yeah.
Let's finish with our winner this week.
Who's the winner this week?
Our natural born winner is Roberto Font.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he beat the brakes off of Cody Garbrandt last week in UFC.
It's Minnie's
Fight
boy.
night.
It's Minnie's boy,
That's
right?
Minnie's.
Minnie's cousin.
That's Minnie's.
Roberto Font.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I just said to make sure because he usually doesn't say a name right.
It's actually Rob Font, but
I tried to- I tried-
Robertoed it up for the Bouchers out there.
Nice.
All right. I mean, and
I
this
try
guy,
to tune
he's-
him out whenever I can.
yeah, he won in the bantamweight division. Cody Garbrandt, I mean, he was a former champion. He's been struggling. He had a couple big wins. And Font came out there, and it really looked, if you looked at Cody Garbrandt, you would have thought he got into a fight with a jellyfish.
How
Yeah.
so?
Yeah.
Stings like suction cups
just
all over his
straight up
back?
no. His face was just poofy.
Yeah.
Like he'd just been hammered by jabs and rights, and Font was superior. And I think he deserves a championship fight.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he survived a fight?
No, because
He
he
won.
he's a Tampa boy too. So you
Okay,
better,
okay, all right. I
oh,
got
changes
you.
your
I
whole
got you. I
attitude
got
now,
you.
doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Is that right?
I was withholding that, but he's got good springy feet. He's boxy. He's agile. He was able to keep Cody Garbrandt, I think he's actually won. He has a high school wrestling championship, maybe a college wrestling championship. He's able to keep this guy from taking him to the ground,
Yeah.
and he weathered the storm. And he just was. He was as smooth as ice.
Oh, all right. No
I'm
more
through.
sing- Yeah, of course you're through. Once you start singing. All right, we're going to drop down the tailgate on Todd's wet dog scented pickup truck. And we'll be right back with Brando's beers, Danny Feedback's wings, and Todd's drug of choice tonight. It's Pepto-Bismol. You're listening to the Ball Busters.
You're listening to Ball Busters. You're listening to Ball Busters.
Smoking on the side of the road. What did we know? I saw you right there.
Yeah, back with the Ball Busters. Brando, I have not been keeping up with what's going on. I really need some help with what's going on in the world today.
There's all kinds of fun stuff out there going on, man.
I mean, I was listening to Todd, but it does not help at all.
Hey,
That was literally the first segment.
I mean, you went to Cleveland and came back looking like Pat Riley mixed with Harry Carey.
Wow, I've never had such great compliments before. Thank you, Todd.
yeah.
Is that Cleveland? A Pat Riley, Harry Carey?
The Harry Carey is. I don't know. It's Drew Carey.
Pat
Sorry.
Riley, Harry Carey sounds like some sex move that's in the, like, you know.
Ah, there we go. We just pinned the tail on the donkey. It's Drew Carey, not Harry Carey.
The price is wrong.
Cleveland!
I'm looking at these Neapolisi wings came from Pittsburgh.
They're Schittsburg influenced. Yeah.
Schittsburg
I think
influenced.
you're going to get the dumps from these
Oh, wait.
wings.
So did you make this sauce, or this is the
Can't
sauce
wait.
you found when you were out?
No, I made this sauce.
Okay.
No, I got influenced, and then, hey, this is what we do with music, right?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get influenced, and we do our own little spin on it.
Okay.
So just like my music, these wings are going to suck.
Do they, what I'm curious, your inspirational thought was in Pittsburgh, right?
I got to grab the beer glasses, guys.
But they can't run the ball very well, so what kind of runs am I going to have?
Oh, you don't think they can run the ball with a rookie? That's some young trotter we got back there.
I mean-
you know what I mean?
I don't.
Oh, he doesn't know what we mean.
No, I
well,
don't
they
know
just
what you mean.
drafted the first running back drafted overall in this
Dodgy.
past draft. So, yeah, and he's supposed to be awesome.
Well, I'm just saying in the previous performances, they were not. They haven't run the ball since the bus. Well, Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah. They had some good one good Connor year. So,
I mean, you got to love the guy. He's from Boston College, beat cancer. Connor
he was. I think he's
Yes.
from Pitt.
Pittsburgh. You're right. But he did, you're right. You're right.
Schittsburg.
ACC. Sorry.
Let's get
From
into some more.
ACC to PCP. You ready to do this, Brando?
Let's get into some more current news, and let's crack this first beer sponsoring our headlines for this evening, the Super Duper Friends. This is a combined collaborative beer. It's got characters on the front that look like superheroes. Captain Lawrence Brewing Company out of New York. We got Coppertail, and we got Industrial Arts Brewing Company, bringing you guys a very delicious double dry hopped Citra, Simcoe, and Cashmere hops in this triple hazy IPA. So let's dig into this, and we got these. This is going to be our first beer to check out and pair up with these Neapolise wings. Let's get into the headlines, Dirt.
All right.
I thought they were Nepalese.
Throwback.
Here's Brando with This Week in the Headlines.
All right, guys, I'm pouring this beer for the beer fans
Yeah, you are.
amongst me. Everybody listening at home, go ahead and crack one open. We're enjoying a good one. We got some fun headlines. We had a great week in sports. A baby cub slipped past a team of dopey pirates.
That was awesome.
The
Jesus.
Celtics got that ball movement, but can they take down the Nets? Speaking of ball movement, Old Man Mickelson dropped his balls in on Kiowa Island. That's right. We'll talk about some of the advantages Mickelson has at the age of 50, not 51, just to let Todd know. And those Callaways weren't the only balls that were flying. That's right.
Whoa,
We got some-
risque.
We got some more flying balls, guys. Unfortunately, they landed in the wrong hands.
Every time.
That's right, every time. And, so let's jump into this top story. What do you guys think of the wings? That's the top story of my day.
Oh, yeah, these are meant to be too hot. To tell you the truth, I want you to go through the same thing that I went through in downtown Pittsburgh, except you don't have to look at all those dirty animals. I meant people.
Pittsburghians?
On a scale
Yes.
from 1 to 5,
Eminem is Pittsburghian.
what kind of butthole burn am I going to get from this?
Well, see, I think
Like Ghost Pepper was pretty heavy.
it was.
That was
Okay.
like that one kept coming around. You know?
I don't think it's going to live up to that. Yeah, I don't like Ghost Pepper. That's another level. Inside of here,
They were good,
we have a
though.
lot of hot pickle. We got a lot
Yeah,
of
for sure.
jalapeno powder.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Different sources of heat there.
There are a couple different sources, but I'm
Complimentary.
not trying to kill you with habanero.
I'm not gonna lie.
So-
This right here is with Mac Jones and Domikasu with
I
me.
agree. Yeah, the flavor is awesome. I
Yeah.
love that flavor.
Really?
Absolutely.
Wow.
This is
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you want to talk shit about Pittsburgh a little bit more, Danny? Or?
And with it, I actually, to take it back
People from Nepal had to go there to make it cool.
Easy.
Here
to bring
we
it
go.
back, to bring it back to beer on this particular subject, Pittsburgh went there for a launch, a rollout, a brand rollout, and the people of Pittsburgh, non-pretentious, which I love in the craft beer community, pick up a beer, hazy IPA, a sour, drink it for what it is. You could give them a gluten-free beer. They might spit it out, but they're not going to go online and review it. Like,
Right.
that is the worst beer I've ever had in my life. What's a gluten-free beer?
They don't know how to type.
And they put French fries and steak on top of their salads. So every time. So it's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah,
I don't eat meat, I
know
don't
if
get
that
what?
was good.
You don't ever have like a pulled pork salad
Oh no, I do like pulled
or a
pork
chili
salad.
salad with some fries? Come on.
The salad's on top of your food, or on the bottom of your food. And if you don't get to it, you don't eat your salad.
Oh, they never get to it there in Pittsburgh.
I like it. That's my kind of party right there.
Really hot chicks.
So I think this sauce with the triple IPA, triple hazy IPA, is fantastic. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, and if you're in a Nepalese restaurant, don't go to the bathroom.
What is that?
See what Maggie says about this here, Maggie.
Just don't use the bathroom.
Is there a story behind that or no?
And we don't want to. We're eating
Okay,
right
yeah,
now.
I got you.
Let's just ask because
At
this is-
11 in the morning when they just opened the doors.
Just seems kind of like a drive-by racist comment.
We don't need that word out here.
This plays into our story here because
Okay.
in that Nepalese bathroom, would you say that the water was too high and your balls might dangle? Because golf's superstar and legend right now, and just played a Hall of Fame, put his card in the Hall of Fame, I hope, and I think that will be
Cemented it.
Yeah, he cemented it
yeah.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah. And, let's talk about how age played a factor in Mickelson. Okay, let's think about this. I mean, I think being 50 is a huge advantage for a man. And they don't just call him lefty because he's left-handed. His left ball actually descends quite a bit lower.
Really?
One nut crunk.
Oh, Lord,
Cryptocortisone.
here we go.
Yeah, it's a medical.
Everybody has a dangler that hangs a little low, though, bro.
It's evolution.
I mean, you always get one ball that gets all the pain because it just got nicked. And those are the ones that are most painful.
It's the one that's standing up for the other ball. It's when it jumps out in front and says, you're not treating my friend like that, and then he gets hit. Yeah.
That's the bigger ball.
Yeah.
They're heavier and bigger.
I don't
Used
know
to
that
taking
my
those
nuts
lumps.
communicate
Taking
like
the high
that,
road.
but
Taking those lumps.
Ball busters are finally talking about ball busting. I like it
Thank
around
you.
here.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Well, there was some other ways that his age played an advantage in this big win at 50. His diet regimen, he was fasting, and he got those ideas and some of the strategies from Tom Brady, who is also a
Oh, yeah.
old
The
stud.
GOAT.
ageless wonder.
There's no doubt about it now.
Yeah.
He is the best quarterback that has ever lived.
But the biggest factor
Fact.
in this was the wind. The wind played a huge factor in helping Mickelson because it distracted the other golfers because Mickelson's man titties were on display.
His moves.
His moves.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Phil was
They
on
were
point. Like that
titillating in the
shot he
wind.
made on 18, he chipped one and he gave up like bogey. Then decides, well, hit one in the sand. What do I do? I guess I'm just going to chip it in.
In those aviators,
Roll-
he was looking like a stud. See, what happens for a man is when he loses his beer gut a little bit, his man boobs are more pronounced.
Yeah.
They're really
Oh, yeah.
pushing out on camera. And some of the other golfers are having a hard time taking their eyes off those things.
Let's be honest.
Mesmerizing.
Phil was amazing, man. He was
He
playing
was.
his shot that he had been working on forever, and it just seemed like
So let's not talk. Let's
Sorry.
stop talking about actual golf and let Brando's jokes simmer a little bit before we start going back to the. Yeah.
Thanks, Todd. You gave us the play-by-play in your segment. But that's
I'm
all,
here all night.
Not if I keep serving you this Tullamore Dew. You look like you're fine. And he's finishing. Oh, look at this guy. What a champ.
You think
Tried
it's
to
fun.
replace it with this Kirkland sparkling water on it. I knew right away when I tasted it. I'm like, something's happened here.
So, because I just had a sip of that one, but I'm actually taking a little sojourn from the beer world. But I have started writing some beer poetry because I've missed beer so much. I'll read one of those for you guys in just a minute. But let's talk about the Major League Badasses this week. Teams that are on top right now: Tampa Bay Rays,
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
San
it's
Diego
about time.
Padres, yeah, and the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seemed like you were waiting for that forever.
Well, I mean, I've made no secret of it. I'm a massive Tampa Bay Rays fan, but they've won so many games, and not to step on Brando's toes, it's great to hear every other fucking news outlet finally talk about the goddamn Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah.
All it took was for them to win 40 out of 60 games and go to the fucking World Series. Who would have
No,
thought?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think
still
it,
discount them and count them out.
They, do,
I
still
think it's
do.
a
They still do.
compilation. I think it's a compilation of the last 4 years. Like, we're not going to hype up a small city. when we don't know what they're going to do, and they've been
I hate
consistent.
that.
I know, but they've
They have
been
been.
consistent, and they deserve it. They're going to be a power.
Yeah, but I think the biggest problem though is
Already are.
that's so
Yes.
evident. It's like when you look, like even up till like last week, you look at
bias.
the power rankings, and it's like they have the second best record in Major League, and then Major League puts out their power rankings, and the Rays come in hot at number 9, and I'm like, number 9,
fuck off, yeah.
There's 7 of those 8 teams in front of them have a worse record than them. Why? And continue to do it week after week.
Yarborough just put up a huge pitching performance,
He did,
meticulous pitching performance against the Phillies. That should be all over.
Yeah.
Especially because of the top team. Well, you got the Padres right there, but
Well,
I think
definitely
that
one of
comes
the
from-
top 5 payroll teams.
so Austin Meadows, 2-run homer for his 11th home run of the season. Another major league badass this week.
You're talking about today.
Yeah.
But that's 2 days in a row. He had a triple and a home run yesterday. That's 2 in the last 2 days.
About
Yeah,
time
it's
his
amazing.
bat
So
will
he-
Not
go.
your segment, Dirt?
But yet not named at the top. Still got Vladdy as your top hitter with 39 runs, 41 ribbies on the season.
Yep.
That's Vladimir
Guerrero,
from the Toronto Blue Jays.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Yep.
So some big this past week. Mitch Garver, catcher of the Twins, got it done. 4 runs in his 12 at bats this week.
Oh, yeah.
He's having a good week. Diamondbacks, Pavin Smith, right fielder, had 2 runs, 20 at bats. He's batting average right now is 500.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
In 21 at-bats?
It's cheating.
How is that possible?
Cheating.
I don't know, man.
No, it's Twins related, but I don't know if you saw it.
20 at bats.
It's Twins related, but I don't know if you saw it because it
Insane.
literally just happened like 3 hours ago. But you saw the 2 millionth run in Major League Baseball history was scored today.
Wow.
And it was a 2-out double from Nelson Cruz that scored Josh Donaldson. And this is perspective. So the Major League Baseball, they're in their 151st season. The 1 millionth run was scored in 1975.
Jesus Christ.
The 2 millionth in 2021. So obviously we're on an uptick. So that's a lot faster.
How
than-
many teams were added?
Well, that might
4
yeah.
at least.
Yeah,
Okay, Atlanta's third baseman, Austin Riley, had 6 ribbies this week.
Jeez.
Edging out right fielder Renfroe from the Red Sox.
Hunter Renfroe.
I love that.
Sorry, guys.
name.
My dog wrote that one.
Lucy?
Yeah, Nessie.
Nessie.
Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
All right. And, of course, we just talked about Meadows' 11th home run, 400, batting 400. Let's see. It was against Wheeler. A 97-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. He took 400 yards.
400 feet.
400 feet.
400 yards. That would be it. That would be it.
1,200 feet.
That's a half mile.
That's
or
equivalent to
half mile.
1,200 feet, which is
That's
4
like if-
laps around the track.
It's like if Bo
3 laps
Jackson
around the
was
track.
injected with Bo Jackson.
It's like if Bo Jackson sucked off Bo Jackson.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Do you think they have his sperm? Do you think they're like selling that in the black market? Like
No, I don't.
Bo Jackson's genetics.
Credit
Like,
Danny.
We got
super breed.
pitching top performers of the week. DeGrom continues to smash mofos with a .80 ERA.
He's still with the Mets?
Still with the Mets.
Yes.
Yeah, 74 strikeouts on the season now.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Was that Tebow?
No, Jacob DeGrom.
Jacob
Pay
DeGrom.
attention. We all paid attention to you.
Not really, but, but the Giants' Kevin Gausman is sitting at 5-0 record.
Gausman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It sounds like he would drink
Gasoline?
Gausman drinks
I was hoping
gasoline.
on some Gauss beer. What do you call these? Gooses? Gauses?
Goes.
Speaking
yeah.
of Gauses, I believe it's time for our 7th inning
right.
stretch.
Yes,
Right.
please. Because I am sweating over here. Is it the sauce or
It's a combination of
All right,
things.
guys. So
Just
this
bad
is a
hygiene. I'm
watermelon
sweating.
Goza.
I've been farting for a
Watermelon
while, so-
Goza from the Wild Sour Series Distill Brewing Company out of Bloomington, Normal, Illinois. Goza, obviously, typically seasoned with coriander and sea salt. It is a sour beer, generally soured with the wild air of downstate Illinois. Illinois. Is that how you say it?
Not
Illinois.
really.
What sort of accent do they
You
have?
gotta
in
keep
Illinois?
You gotta keep
Illinois.
Yeah.
Is that what they sound like?
No,
It's Midwest.
Illinois.
Oh,
Very
okay.
Midwest.
It's like,
Illinois.
Hey,
The
yeah,
S's are silent.
let's have another beer.
No, yeah.
That sounded kind of Irish Jamaican.
Cliff Clavin from Cheers.
Cliff.
Wait, hold on. Let me hear
The mailman.
Cliff Clavin
Gotcha.
again.
Oh, you know, the other day. Yeah, my buddy come by the other day. We was talking about,
So Boston
I think
moved
you're
to
doing
Indiana?
I think you're
you're
doing
going
more
way
Fargo.
It's where,
Yeah.
same thing.
You're doing
it
more
is.
though.
Is that Midwest?
He
It
does
is.
less. He does less.
Okay, but it's anyway the
sounds like the
Wisconsin,
hills of the
Illinois, that
West.
whole Midwest area. They have the
Yeah.
same accent.
Are there
Yeah,
hills
yeah,
in the
for sure.
West?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
Get
they
another
foothills,
drink out the
yeah.
bubbler.
Let's get back to these top pitchers. Tyler Glasnow had 11 strikeouts
From the Rays.
in his last game against the Phillies.
dude is
Or no, wait,
hot.
he had 9
He
against
really
the
is.
Phillies. That
Did
was
you
a
see
couple games ago.
Another
Physically.
on top of that? The Rays are number 1 in strikeouts in Major League right now.
Wow.
They were saying today, at the pace they're at, they're going to break the all-time record for most strikeouts in a season by a team. The record
Wow.
now is like 1579, and at the pace they're at, they're going to finish at like almost 1800. They're just going to pass over 16, 17. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a.
So we
They're
got-
just throwing a lot of
holiday.
strikeouts.
All right, so we got Chris Bassett of the A's got 9 strikeouts.
Wait a minute.
He's a monster.
Hold on.
We got if we're going to get through this, we're going to have
I know,
to keep
but Chris
moving.
Bassett grew up on my
You can't
street.
stop. Really?
But I don't think it's the same Chris Bassett.
It's not.
Oh,
The
go
Chris Bassett that
on.
grew up
This
next
is
to us is a firefighter,
Let's
not the same
try
guy.
and keep it sort of relevant. Unless it's the 90s, that's your one thing we let you get away with. All right, so
That is 90s.
So we're going to talk about this NBA playoffs. Now, Danny, are you getting into some NBA stuff?
We're going to do some termination and some
okay.
spermination.
Right on. So I'm going to save that for that. Let's talk a little bit about this Goza, our 7th inning stretch beer. How are you guys feeling with this?
I love it.
I love it. Sour, that's my thing, dude. It's
This
awesome.
is the way to go. You guys were right. Summer beer. How can it get any better than this? Yeah, it's not like a
Refreshing.
beer. You got to
Yeah.
tell people that's like
Yeah.
the disclaimer.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like its own thing.
Yeah.
No, this is like
Refreshing.
I love it.
If you're out
it's
riding your
great.
bike and you crack one of those, how do you feel?
Oh
sure.
yeah, but what's
Fantastic.
the alcohol percentage? Because that's
5% on this Goza.
Okay, now what's the highest percentage we can get out of these sours from Distill?
Oh, that's a good
Or is
question.
it always a low 5 type of deal?
We're low on now. If you go back a ways, we did some sours that were a little higher,
Like proof
octane.
wise?
This one's way
And
better. I just took a big old fingerful of this hot sauce,
Yeah, you
hammered it
did.
down, take a sip, and this sour went perfect with it. Kind of washed it away.
Is that funny?
Apparently it is
Oh, this
because
is
he
Joel
pet his
Embiid.
dog and then licked his finger. So that's why I was
pet
finding.
my dog. I threw my dog some hot sauce so she could test it out for it. She hadn't even flinched, and she has liver issues.
So this is 5.2% to answer your question, Dan.
A long way around there.
You weren't, Danny. You were not into the sours when we first started doing the show, though, right?
Yeah.
And so you've come into the sours because of the ones that Brando's put in front of you.
Oh, buddy, I'm all in.
Right
Oh,
on.
for sure. Especially with Distill. I mean, they're the ones that have the sampler pack too, right? The sour
The variety pack,
That's
yeah.
the way to do it. I think that's the way. Because the other one I liked that was that slightly sour one made by.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking
there's
about?
so
It was
many.
called
Sierra
slightly sour.
Nevada.
No, it's a one in the.
I think it's
the
a-
silver can one, or that was a.
No, I
that
think
Guys,
it
we
was
drink
red.
a lot of beer on the show. You're gonna have to do a little bit better.
Exactly.
Than the silver can. Yeah.
Start with your haircut.
This is episode.
Whoa.
Have you been
22?
shampooing? Speaking of hair, your hair looks as good as ever tonight. This is episode 22.
Yeah, so you've probably brought us almost 100 beers.
Yeah.
Todd shampoos his hair?
Todd has been talking about hair tonight.
Well,
I mean, I recently came into a pile of it. All right. And since COVID came, I'm like, I'm not cutting my hair again.
you're
just
still
let her
going
go.
with that.
You
no
had
haircut?
me. It came into a pile of hair.
That's his new fetish.
So I do have a bunch of cats at the house. All right.
Speaking of coming into a
Cat
pile
house?
of hair,
I don't know.
let's talk a little bit about the other flying balls we had this week. Mickey Callaway.
Yes.
Having nothing to do with the Callaways that were flying at Kiowa Island,
balls,
by the way. This is a completely separate story. This is the
Pitching coach.
the pitching coach for the Angels. He played for the Rays going way back.
Way back.
Has a long legacy of sending his balls into space, bouncing off of a satellite, and then landing in a reporter's phone that did not ask for the photograph.
Okay, all
The ball
right.
hit the reporter's phone.
The cock and the balls. So, listen, Nick,
Wait a minute. I
on the
missed something.
18th hole, Mickelson shot with a 9-iron approximately 180 yards. That shot was.
Unbelievable.
That's
Right.
a hell of a shot.
Mickey
with a
Callaway
9-iron.
sent his cock and balls, his Callaways, all the way to the fucking moon.
And then and then they ricocheted off a satellite and landed in a reporter's phone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a That's a decent shot.
And he doesn't have a job anymore.
Callaway Auto Parts.
So this is like recently? This recently happened?
This
Yeah,
week,
it's our
it
newest
still just
dick pic
happened.
story. And I'm really sorry. We love those kind of stories on the Ballbusters. And I'm really sorry that Liz isn't here because when Liz is here, we've asked her a lot of questions. And one of the main questions is, Liz, when is it time to send the pic?
Yeah.
And she said never. And
Never
then
send it.
Yeah. And Todd said, what angle should we send it at? She goes, there's none. So Callaway didn't have that consultation from Liz. And if Liz could probably help, I mean, she could jump into the Major League Baseballs and help some of these managers. I mean,
She could be
what
a
is this, our
consultant.
third or fourth manager, and this guy had a legacy of it. 5-time, 3 different teams.
Hold on.
Going back to the Mets, and before that, I mean, was it the Indians? I think.
Yeah.
Can I?
Terry Francona called him out. I mean, he was sending some dick pics to one of the players' husband. One of the reporters' husbands was really upset with him.
Well, even at this point, like
She's
this,
getting dick pics.
Yeah, but
During
he was-
dinner.
He was
Yeah.
currently working for the Tigers, I believe. I believe he was currently working for the Tigers.
Are we talking about the Mets
This is
guy?
a story about what happened when he was working for Anaheim with the Angels.
Yeah.
That's been like in the works, and so he was out of a job in Anaheim. Detroit hired him pending the investigation, and then when the investigation finished, they're like, "Yeah, you gotta go."
I'm still confused, Mike. It took me a while to figure out what was going on there.
Yeah.
Callaway, then
Yes.
the scrotum shots.
Yeah.
We
Phil Mickelson.
we may have to.
It's a lot to unpack.
We may have to take your whiskey off the table.
I'm a slow learner.
I mean, we didn't even hit you with any edibles tonight, and you're struggling over there. Did you have too much sun today? I just need to know.
You played golf,
All
right?
right, Mister. How'd you do in fucking Liz quiz last week?
That was our last.
Mm.
That was our last. I'm glad you were paying attention last week. That was our last story of the night. But I want to finish the night off with letting everybody know, with the exception of these beers here, my next beer will be in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
All right.
What's going on here?
Well, on July 18th, I'm flying to Costa Rica with my cousin Jenny, my nephew, and my brother.
Oh, yeah?
We're going to do some surfing, some plants, watching some farming.
Whoa, the crowd loves it, apparently.
I think the crowd's on the same wavelength as Todd tonight.
I got a question
Really
for you.
slow applause.
I have
They're
a
like-
question. I got a question
It's
for
the
you.
solar flares. It's the solar flares. They hit the redheads first. True story.
Are you going to go down one of the world's deadliest roads while you're there?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
I'm going to a carless community where I'll just be bicycling and walking around.
Going fishing?
Well, that's exciting, though.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
going
it's
to be
awesome.
fishing. Yeah, so
Cardio.
Casinos?
I'm getting a lot of good I don't know, Todd. I'm going for nature and
Getting a lot of good cardio. I don't know,
I didn't
Todd.
know you were going for nature.
If you
I
want to
mean,
do dangerous roads and casinos, that's your trip.
all I'm saying is most single 40-year-old males go to Costa Rica, Panama for a whole
lot
bunch
of different
reasons.
things, yes.
That's all I was at. That's what I was
Very
like.
true. Yeah.
Well, Todd, I'm sure there's a lot of our listeners that would love to go with you, but I'm going to be riding a bike, catching some fish, cooking it up, hanging out with my fam, and having a fucking good time.
There's more gonna
yes.
go with me than
So between now and July 18th, I'm not having another beer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What?
Yeah. But I've already started to miss it, so I started writing some poetry.
Is this a challenge?
No, the next beer I'm going to have is going to be an Imperial in Costa Rica with a beautiful senorita.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And
She doesn't have to be good looking.
Have you picked out a name
She
for
knows
her
she
yet?
doesn't have to.
Let him finish.
I just want I just want to have a good time, and that's going to be my next beer. So what the thing about beer, and you drink it every day, and these guys that do, God bless you. You know what I mean? The brewers out there that drink every day, you get palate fatigue, and you get to where you almost can't taste the beer anymore. You go a week or two no beer,
Yeah.
and it just. Oh, does it taste good? I mean,
you're right about that.
And I want that experience to be something real for me, to kind of reacquaint myself with beer. But I'm going to close my segment off with a poem I've recently written because I'm already sad about my loss of beer. So this one's
Oh
called
my gosh.
This one's called Dear Beer, Friend O' Mine. Remember the time when I puked in my mask? You held me through the night. I gobbled up the mess. I retried my refried burrito. The one you made me eat. Oh, you. The things you make me do. My beer, friend of mine.
Hey, Brando, it's the easiest stuff that you can give up beer. You can give up beer and just drink liquor. That's what I'm telling you. Works real good.
Well, thanks for the advice from Dr. Todd.
Volunteer paramedic.
Is volunteer paramedic
paramedic.
tonight on the Ballbusters and every
Part-time.
night on the Ballbusters.
Part-time volunteer paramedic.
Danny, take us out of here. That's all the headlines I got.
All right. Now that the wing sauce and IPA is running through our veins, we're taking a bedpan break. What? Up next, I'll tell you what gooey, sticky substance is keeping the Lakers team stuck so closely together. It's not glue, Todd. You're listening to the Ballbusters.
This song's about my mom and dad. You see, they had a bit of a problem. Between alcohol and crack cocaine, I know it was the 80s, but
You're listening to Ballbusters. You're listening to Ballbusters.
Oh, here we go, guys.
Oh, boy.
NBA playoffs are here.
Yes.
They're back. The bubble's bursted. It's oozing
My
everywhere.
bubble just burst. I think I broke my water.
Have you been watching these NBA playoffs, Todd? Un poquito.
There has been. It's Spanish now.
What? A little bit.
I took. Well, thanks. Help me learn Spanish because I'm going to Costa Rica and I need some Spanish. Help me learn, Todd. I don't know if you're capable of that.
Well,
you might have an easier
a
time
couple
with Spanish.
phrases. Adelante is straight. Derecha is to the right. Izquierda is to the left.
No, you're not teaching them the proper.
That's-
cerveza.
That's all you need to do.
That's all I need to
Cerveza.
know,
That's
baby.
all you got to know.
Cerveza and señorita.
Comer, I want to eat. And then you can plug in whatever you want to plug in.
I
after
think
that.
we know what we want to plug in there.
Excelente. Yeah, these games have been nuts, dude. I mean, we've got some action. I mean, we got one sweep. You know, the Heat are gone.
Fresh sweep.
Escaro.
Sweep.
I'm riding my car,
I
baby.
mean, and I put my foot in my butt or my mouth, whichever. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, where you got to finish sometimes, you got to go one to the other.
You're
It's
nimble.
but
So who are you taking in the playoffs then?
well,
do
we're
you
going
like?
to get into that. I think.
we're going to get into it.
Let's go, Danny.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Well, then, hit the music.
It's time for Danny Feedbacks. Terminate, germinate, or sperminate.
Yeah, that's right. It's usually the time of the show where, we bring up a player or a team or whatever, and we decide to terminate, which means no. Germinate, sort of on the fence here with a maybe. Or sperminate, we think this thing's going to explode. We're taking away the germination today. Yeah, pretty much. We're not going to be on the fence today. It's straight terminate or sperminate. All right?
So it's sleep with them or leave them at the bar.
I guess that does sound like your dating life. All right. So let's start off with, it's too bad that Liz isn't here to stick up for her Los Angeles Lakers. They're the number 7 seed.
Yep.
Okay. They had a
Kinda
little,
crazy, isn't it?
I mean, the injuries, it mounted
It's
up.
happened before for them. Yeah.
And they're going up against number 2 Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the Lakers actually are up 2-1, and they're back at home for game 4, so it could be trouble for Phoenix. The King is back as he defends his crown, with Anthony Davis leading the charge with 27 points per game in the series. All right. LeBron sort of is laying back. I think he's getting healthier by the day.
Till the fourth quarter last week.
Exactly. He just resting up. He knows when it's time. Now, the Phoenix Suns' Devin Booker is looking for some assistance, but like a bad neighbor, Chris Paul ain't there. Dude, I'm telling you, dude.
Man, that's cold.
He's only
Right
got
shoulder
6
injury.
points per game. I mean, it's bad
Dr.
news.
Todd, tell us about his
No,
shoulder.
he
Okay,
got-
yes,
he
please,
got,
Doc.
He got pinched in. He was going for a rebound, a little scrum. I think it was with, who's that big dude? Dortmund, not Dortmund. It's not
I know who you're talking
AD.
about. Yeah.
It's the other big guy, Drummond.
Drummond.
He got mixed up with Drummond, I think, and he got like a shoulder maybe separation on his right side. Maybe just flexed him out. Maybe it pulled his collarbone out. Who knows? But something happened up in there, and they're winning tonight. I put money on them tonight. They're winning tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
You put money on the Suns
The game's
in L.A.
with no Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's playing tonight.
Just
Yeah.
playing a little bang. You're
No,
getting the
he's-
6 point.
I've watched 3 of the 3 games so far, at least part of them, before I fell asleep.
Okay.
The Suns beating
Passed out.
the Lakers. I don't know about that money.
No,
I think you threw that into the Vegas pile.
Booker got off the game, first game.
I think we got a side bet working here.
We could.
LA just outpowered
We haven't had a
them
bet in a while.
2 and 3.
Really?
No,
I think Chris Paul is healed. I mean,
this is Dr. Todd.
Yeah,
talking,
I put $20 down tonight for the Suns.
So what about the ball buster bet? What are we talking about?
Here we go.
Dirt and I haven't built the spinning ball buster.
How
bet.
about 30 seconds of silence?
What? 30 seconds of silence. That's not very long.
Well, I mean,
I was silent for the whole first segment almost.
I
but
thought it was kind of
just 'cause I
irony,
didn't-
right?
Now let's bring this up to minutes. Because this is going to hurt you, Todd, if you lose.
Bro.
This is going to be so hard for you to even keep this going.
Yeah,
How many minutes can you stay silent during a during a
man.
podcast?
I'm a steel
What are you
trap.
willing?
I'm a steel trap.
This is a great bet.
This is.
What do you
I
got?
love
What
this.
do you
This
got?
is awesome.
You think he can go 3 minutes?
Well, that's a long time.
That is
But
a
I
long
think he
time.
should have to go 5.
I'm good with 5. I'm good with 5 if you can do 5.
5. Yeah, I can do 5. No problem. I'm good with that.
Wow, so this is a 5
Yes,
minutes
a
of
5.
silence,
Silence.
that is chosen. Brando,
the-
you're loving
Oh,
this.
so you can
That
pick
is
the
chosen-
silence time.
Yeah, he can- so boom. Yeah, whenever
like
the winner,
that. I like
the
that.
winner.
Good bet.
I like that.
Good bet. Good bet.
All right,
Oh,
so
man.
the winner will get to decide at any time. It's like a get out of jail
What's the
free
signal?
card. You know what I mean?
Well,
Exactly.
but I'm calling.
Cayenne, puta!
No, I am calling State Farm right now. I'm going to get them to interject and get involved with Chris Paul's health. I mean, that is his insurance provider.
You should call him and see if you can give him some advice. You just what's
Maybe
happen?
they could
Here's
do
your
the-
back's
have
bad
somebody
because you
out there
got the.
cleaning the floor in front of him or something.
Todd makes shit up as he talks. He's like,
Oh, Kelvin Smith. He
Here.
was on the Bongino show on Dre Liver.
"Alrighty, what else you got for us, Danny?
And
Let's keep it
we
going."
were rolling good, Todd.
silence sounds good, right?
Oh,
That's going to be a good
all right,
bet.
so just to be clear, 5 minutes of
minutes.
silence.
Lakers-
the winner gets
Lakers,
the pick.
Suns, game
Brando
4.
has the Lakers.
Yeah.
Todd has the Suns
Todd.
in game 4 of the series.
Yes.
Right on.
Wow.
It's good. That is locked.
This is unbelievable.
But we need to talk to Evan about a lock noise.
Now, this isn't something you can pause, is it? So you could be like, all right, I'm putting you on the clock.
No.
And
in
it's
fact-
straight time, straight 5.
In-
It's not going to be like, damn it.
Oh, no, yeah, you can be in the middle of something and he can just,
No,
if
not
you
like-
lose
no,
this-
I'm just saying, like, he can be like, all right, I'm going to silence you for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then let me back on. And then silence me again later.
Oh, no. See, this is a stipulation. It's 5 minutes from when whoever wins chooses the 5 minutes. Now, if the loser somehow interrupts within that 5 minutes, the 5 minutes starts all over again. So this could be an all-night
Oh,
thing.
man. This
We
sounds
will
like
have a
great
timer
bet for our
set
table
up.
anyways, man.
Oh, my gosh.
It's fantastic.
Conversation had.
This is not actually. This is probably going to make the show worse. 5 minutes of silence. It's like, oh, I really had a zinger there.
I
And
mean,
I
am I
can't-
allowed to laugh?
But Danny, we've never.
we will let you laugh. Yes.
Yeah, you can. We can't stop that from. But we've never just interacted, the three of us, because Todd's consistency record is higher than all of us. No, really, he's done every show since the first one,
Oh, you're not joking.
and he wasn't even supposed to be on the show. It was only because Liz was out one week, and Dirt, our producer, and Mustard Princess,
True story.
invited him to be on the show. None of us wanted him. We voted. It was a three vote unanimous no go. But Dirt was like, "Listen, guys, we need this guy. We need him. And I'm like, why? And he goes, well, he knows a lot about a lot of nothing. I'm like, that's good for a podcast. And we let him go, and he's still here. It's unbelievable. All right, I'm sorry. Did you silence me?
Oh, that was part of the 5 minutes.
I didn't.
That was a quick 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you hear this, Dirt? Well,
Like I said,
you stepped aside.
Yes,
I lost my
good,
first
good.
fuck about giving earlier this morning, and on my fuck-a-meter, I'm down to 0. On how fuck's given right
We're
now.
talking about your social
No,
life.
I don't care. I'm good with it. I love Brando anyways.
Wow.
We got deep skin, my friend.
We just Eiffel Towered this microphone over here, and it looks like it's having a good day.
All right, besides this bet, let's do a little terminate, sperminate. Who's going to win the series overall? So forget just the game 4. Who's going to win the series overall? I'm taking LeBron and the boys because he's the king of Cleveland. Todd, what do you think?
I'm taking the Lakers.
Okay, so overall, you believe the Suns will pull off game
I just
4,
think
but the Lakers will get the
Suns
series.
are going to have
Okay.
a good little rebuttal tonight.
All right, and what do you think? I mean, obviously, if you think the Lakers going up 3-1, you think they're going to seal the deal, right, Brando?
Well, yeah. I mean, early on, I did pick the Suns last week. I don't know if you listened in, but I thought the Suns could do it, and I think that they do have. I think they still have the ability to catch the Lakers and keep the pressure on them, but. I don't know. Is Chris Paul going to be there? What is this? What's going on? Dr. Todd says he's good. Is he good for the rest of the series? You know what I'm saying? Because the Lakers, it's the national basketball actors. They did their thing early on, but now they're back. And if they're back, and is Chris Paul acting in the playoffs? I don't think so. Dr. Todd says he's okay. If I go with Dr. Todd's recommendation, I say Suns. But damn, it's the Lakers. You know what? Just to upset the flow, I'm going to go with the Suns. Because I got to keep riding with the Suns.
This is
No,
crazy.
Suns are
You're hedging
fun.
your bets big
No,
time.
Suns are fun to watch. I mean, you look at it, they got Aton, they got, they have that young kid, Payne, I think it is, comes in and replaces Chris Paul. And he's like watching a young Rondo meet the Celtics with Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce,
That's a good
Garnett.
comparison.
And it's like, man, these cats are kind of spark pluggy. They can get in there. I think tonight's going to be the one game they put it together. And Lakers, LeBron is going to come in and shut that down.
Oh,
Game
don't
5.
forget Anthony Davis. I mean, he did
but Anthony Davis.
he had a groin injury, back spasms, lower calf sprain. What else did he have this year?
He's just nothing
But
without
he's back now, dude.
He's nothing without LeBron's leadership is all I'm getting at.
No doubt about that. But I'm
team
just
is-
saying, don't forget about Anthony Davis in that
No,
equation.
he is. He is a point target player. But for me, he could be replaceable. If you had LeBron to lose or AD to lose, who would you rather lose? I would rather lose AD than LeBron is all I'm at.
That's fair. Even though Anthony Davis does have more points and statistically is peaking higher right now, the leadership is a big part of the Lakers, and it's fucking LeBron James, dude. You know, so
I hate to hate him. I mean, he's great, but I still hate him. I don't know why.
well, I think it's when someone gets things appearing apparently easily. You know, LeBron came into the league. It appeared like maybe he wasn't trying. It was just so easy for him. You look at Carmelo Anthony currently with the Portland Trail Blazers, Luka, you know, the Mavs, and he does things so easily. To me, you look at that easiness and you go, "Are you working for this?" And then LeBron puts the work in and becomes superstar-ish. Well, no, not ish. Like, you know.
The number one.
Yeah.
Dude.
And at any time, he can just go, you know what? I'm here. I'm doing this. And you're right. The leadership is a big factor.
But
he's got that, too.
But if the Greek gods were going to come down and say, all right, we're going to build a fatigue that looks like Hercules that can dunk the shit out of the basketball, we're going to call him LeBron. The dude is just set to play basketball. And he knows it. He works it right. I don't like him as a.
I still think Dwayne Wade takes him every time.
I do
though.
too.
Yeah.
I'll take Dwayne Wade every time.
If the Heat,
I'll take Dirk every time. But LeBron always seems to just prove me wrong. And I'm going with you, LeBron. I think they're probably going to win the whole thing after watching these last couple games with them.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned Luka a little earlier. Let's go to Dallas here. Number 5 seeded Dallas Mavericks going up against the number 4 seed very early on in the season, Los Angeles Clippers, really early on, they were looking at, hey, a lot of people are on that Clippers bandwagon thinking they might be the new team in L.A., but it's been troublesome. Dallas up 2-1, and actually last night, it almost looked like Dallas was going to get that. If you I tuned in there in about the third quarter, and I was like, uh-oh, they're in trouble. And then I woke up this morning, and I was like, oh, all right, Clippers
figured something
there.
out in the fourth quarter,
sure
and they figured out that
ball.
defense. And they double teamed, and I mean, whatever they could. And you had the injury with Luka's shoulder being a little bit. He was on a heating pad there at the end of the game.
Yeah, I know, but I think the stat of last night was Dallas was playing playing Clippers. Clippers were down by 19 at one point, and they're the first time ever in playoff history to have the lead going at halftime.
Yep.
That's what happened last night. And then Clippers just dominated the game after that. Leonard showed what was up.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George rallied for 65 points to overcome a 19-point deficit. And a must-win game, really, if you think about it.
For sure.
It was.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And now you're going Clips? Did they find the answer for Luka at the end of the game?
I don't think so. I mean, you're gonna get into a shooting battle, like a point scoring battle with Luka and anybody. I mean, it's more a matter if Luka's side guys are going to put up the points to help him out.
They can.
Or is Kawani's George and his side guys going to put up the points? Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at. Which it's going to be a Steve Kerr that does it, or a Hodges.
Wow, you found your way back to the 90s. You always find your way back to the 90s. Unbelievable. People are like, Steve Kerr, doesn't he coach? I don't know. I've never seen him shoot.
We all have Hodges, though, right?
Wax us, Todd.
All right, way I see it, basically the Clippers will always be number 2 in L.A. because they are playing like... Yeah, except for last night. We'll let them have that. Okay. As far as Dallas, the only question I have is when will their owner invest in Danny Feedback's sauce? I mean, it is called Mark Cuban Sandwich. Right. Can we get on Shark Tank over here?
We can.
I don't care about this series.
Absolutely.
Help a brother
Can I
out, Mr.
rename
Cuban.
this?
What do we got?
The Luke Cuban.
Ooh.
What's that?
Luka Donovich with Cuban.
Okay. All right. And what's he bringing to the table?
I mean, 6'10", 35 points a game.
I can't throw that in a sauce. That's not a seasoning, Todd.
Where's Luka from?
I would say Lithuania. Probably where Gladi Divas is from.
Former countries of the the Soviet Republic that have become.
He's somewhere. I don't know. He's somewhere from
public
Eastern
schools
European.
in Florida weren't the best.
Yeah. So the
guys,
question
but
would
we're
be,
doing what we can.
What are the spices and flavors there that you can incorporate
I don't
into
know.
that? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I heard Russian food.
It's hot in
is
the
some of
summertime here too, guys.
I don't know.
But
You're messing with my sauce over here, Todd.
The chef didn't ask for the doctor's advice on his sauce.
Well, he's not a big fan of that sauce because it has pickles in there. Remember?
But his name is Luka, so you could probably name a sauce after him very easily.
Right?
It could be the Luka here sauce, or
No,
the
Luka Cuban.
Luka what I got sauce, or
Luka, what I got is pretty good.
We're not going to go with Puka.
Cuban looking.
That's
Cuban looking.
So if Dirt gets to inspire this with this Luka at what I got, it's got to be mustard-based hot sauce.
Oh my gosh, Dirt!
only if those flavors are incorporated into that culture. I mean, you got to look at the culture and see what they got.
Brought to you by ShowUsYourJunk.com.
Whoa, good.
All right, son. I just exhaled
What's
a
wrong
bong.
with this dude?
He just exhaled a bong hit, and it was the best he could do
It
with
just
it.
happened so fast.
Thanks, son.
That's why I need 5 minutes.
As long as you were able to speak, we're happy about that.
Can I just very quick sidebar? But I was talking to Rocco, the owner of 3B today, and he said that the graphics he's designing for the new truck, for the company truck, is stick figures holding what looks to be pictures over their genitals, but the pictures are going to be of cluttered garages and cluttered back patios. So with the ShowUsYourJunk.com, it's going to be stick figures holding pictures over their genitals of junk, and I was like, okay,
I kind of like it.
funny wins.
I kind of like it.
all right.
Maybe like over a butt when somebody's mooning you. like a fanny outside the window down the high
Todd,
floor.
stop turning us all on.
You never been there before?
My pants are too tight. Danny, what else you got?
Well, we got to get back into the series. All right, let me start it off here. Dallas Clippers. All this Luka, unless his injury is hardcore, is this guy not ridiculously fun to watch? I mean, I'm not big into watching like the dunkers and slashers are nice. This guy is just like
he reminds me of a cross between a lot of different players. Mailman Malone
in there.
He's got some Bird, some Dirk Nowitzki.
Man.
He's got some.
Man, he
I
has
love it.
everybody's move. You can look back to what Isaiah Thomas had back in his day.
That's a
he
big.
has
wow.
that.
Okay.
He has the ability to play on one leg. He can look back at Jordan, know all his crossovers, fade.
But Isaiah Thomas had.
No, he has Karl Malone's moves. He has LeBron's moves. He has Kawhi Leonard's moves. And
Jeez.
then
You're
he
really-
can also
What's this factor?
then he can also imitate Dirk's one-step kickback knee high,
Yeah,
and you're like,
and a bit
this son of a bitch
a
just
bit
stepped back,
Brawnish
did
too. A
that.
bit Brawnish. in a way.
I know,
I thought you were going to throw Allen Iverson in there. That's when I was going to be like, all right.
Well, he's not shifty like that, but he has all the moves. He has proven it to happen, and it's kind of like, man, what's he going to do? He'll just step into that half court and be like, all right.
A little bit of Steph
He'll
Curry.
launch
there.
one.
That's what I was
Yeah.
just about to say is that he has that ability to, wherever he's on the
2
court,
foot taller.
he can literally stop, shoot, and score. Like, there's almost no part of the court where he can't just stop, shoot, and beat you.
Yeah.
He's a mass.
It's
man.
bad. Yeah,
he's
nuts.
taller than LeBron, and he's kind of girthier too. Got long arms. I mean,
Danny, if we could,
eyes up here, Todd.
hey,
and I'm not sure if
better
Luka
not try and back me
would
down,
be
buddy.
into a iced mocha stout, but it does rhyme. Maybe it could be a iced mocha hot sauce. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
An iced hot sauce?
Are you guys ready for dessert?
Buddy, we're ready.
Hubbard's Cave iced mocha. This is Liz. Liz isn't here. It's a stout though, and it's
Where
with
is she?
chocolate, coffee, lactose, and vanilla. She normally reads these small fine print.
She's good at that too. That's weird.
Words. Well, she's got those Russian eyeballs. They're sharp.
She's 30. Come on.
She can read through snow and shit or something.
Them Russian eyeballs.
There's a walleye down there. I've seen him.
If anybody wants some of this is our dessert for the evening. Luca, make me a mocha. Hey. Was that how they talk in where he's from? I've been working on the accents tonight. I'm not saying I'm doing a good job. I'm not saying.
So ladies are nice to me.
This beer is great. It's like a sweet Guinness or something. What's
That's
going on
a good
over
comparison. It's an iced
here?
mocha.
Wow.
It's got the roasted barleys and the chocolate malts and the dark malts. So yeah, it's going to taste a bit
More
like
of a
Guinness.
nitro. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, the smooth creaminess. I doubt it. It's actually
one of the beers I
nitrogenated, but yeah, it's
That's one of the
going to
beers
give
I
that vibe for sure.
It's one of the beers I would love.
So let's carry this vibe over in this termination and spermination. I'm sperminating the Mavs. I'm sperminating all over Luca with this mocha. I'm riding it.
I've thought about it.
I'm with you.
You going Mavs?
Yep.
Going Mavs. Wait. For the series.
No,
Serious.
for sure, yeah.
It's 2-1.
I think so too. I mean, I think that
okay.
the hesitation is only there because what are these guys doing in the fourth quarter? That the Clippers looked, dude. If they can do that again more often.
You're not losing game 4 at home though.
Yeah.
You don't think it was a big momentum shifter last night?
Yeah, I think they're going to win this, and then 76 or not 76 Clippers are going to turn it into a battle when they get back home. They're like, all right, we're not giving this.
I'm
shit
just saying,
up
if
that
Kawhi
easy.
Leonard gets knocked out again after
Yeah.
going out first round against the Nuggets last year, granted
Well,
bubble.
Forget that. You forgot about Doc Rivers. They got rid of Doc Rivers because they thought he was a problem. What are the 76ers doing?
Good point.
Very interesting.
But the Clippers got good coaching. I don't know why they're not putting Leonard on Luka though.
I just want to give Todd an applause for that because I think that was the best impression of Peter Sellers from the Pink Panther if he had a hair lip. That was amazing.
I didn't catch that. But
Wow.
hopefully I'll catch that in the rewind.
That was a big knuckled backhand compliment.
So who has a knife?
That was like Luka's backhand fist to the dick on Sexton in that one game. Nice one, Dirk. Nice one.
It sounded like if Mike Tyson was playing Peter Sellers on Broadway. That's what it would sound like.
I was doing Mary.
I want to see that now. I will pay to see that. Tyson could be a great actor. Don't kid yourself.
I want to see Tyson play like Humphrey Bogart in like Casablanca. Like,
dude, he could do anything. We would pay to see Mike Tyson.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. That would be amazing, right?
He's such a good character, man. Love it. The Legends League. I'm just loving it. Let's keep rolling. What you got next for us, Danny?
All right, last series we're going to bring up tonight. Everyone's favorite team, Brooklyn Nets, number 2 seed, up 2-1 over number 7 Boston Celtics. And Boston just pulled out a victory yesterday, or we would have had the same thing that was happening there with the Dallas and Los Angeles Clippers matchup. Mm-hmm. But up 2-1, Brooklyn. Let's talk about the Celtics here. Jason Tatum and Mark, as I've coined him, the dumbass smart, are putting up a fight for the Celtics.
Yeah.
But aside of the Boston fans chanting, Kyrie sucks, Kyrie sucks. Yeah. The one thing I want to hear is James Harden knocking out some sweet vocal tracks
Yeah, play
in the
it, baby.
recording studio. Let him have it, James.
This is my karaoke song tomorrow.
I got you.
That was good. That was good.
But I have real talent.
That's the best part. Yeah, it's like,
Singer,
okay, James.
National basketball actors, I tell you.
In the history of the world, nobody that actually has talent has ever told somebody, I got talent.
And sang it out of key.
You never seen Shaq when he was Diesel? I know I got skills, man. I know I got skills. And he showed it.
Well, he can rap.
that's a song.
Shaq can rap.
Kobe, how my ass tastes. Everybody, Kobe, how my ass tastes. Yeah, you couldn't do it without me. Kobe, you
Their
couldn't
relationship
do it
was
without
incredible,
me.
man. They were like
Kobe,
brothers,
you can't
too.
do it without
Brothers.
me. Everybody, Kobe, tell me how my ass
Not like Little Penny.
Right?
All right. So, does anyone really think that there's possible spermination over here from these Boston Celtics? Is it possible? I mean, come, this is ridiculous. If these guys are healthy in
Jason
Brooklyn
Tatum,
with Kyrie,
Mark Smarsh, what's his name?
the dumbass,
Yeah. Fournier, Walker,
Fournier was on fire last
Tatum
night.
got 50 points.
Finally.
Big breakout performance again. The Nets looked tired. Garnett was firing on all cylinders and still couldn't catch him.
Garnett?
Harden was doing. I mean,
Someone went back to the 90s.
Durant. Sorry, Kevin Durant. I still think that sometimes in my mind.
I know,
It's so funny
Imprinted with the
because I
Celtic
think
for
they're
me.
they're such similar players too.
I see him and Robert Parrish are the two Celtics I see in my head every time.
Yeah.
It's not
Took
Larry
us to
Bird.
84.
It's Robert Parrish, his goofy ass.
It's almost 90s.
His goofy ass free throw shot.
His free throw shot was
I
elegant
know,
and
but
beautiful.
He made it. And
I
then
know.
you had McHale that was up here, did this
It was
retarded
just
stuff. But Robert
Kevin McHale
Parrish,
looked like the gangliest.
I know, Robert Parrish.
Like his elbow would make a 45,
Oh my god!
and then it would like just fire the thing.
Yeah,
It was
Robert-
awesome.
Robert Parrish
You
was
guys
like-
are dating yourselves way too
I know,
much
but he
right
was
here.
like 6'11" and had the smoothest free throw transition shot that I've ever seen. Hey, the guy shot probably high 80s for a career.
Parrish,
Hornacek was better.
But McHale, if you go back and look at
As tall as
McHale,
him.
I didn't know this till Minnie brought it up. Go back and look at Kevin McHale. Not one time that the two played together did Kevin McHale lose free throw percentage to Larry Bird. He always shot higher than Bird.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, that's a
Yep.
stat I would not have guessed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was nearly perfect.
Was it because he wasn't a cockatoo?
Oh my gosh!
I think
You put the crickets to sleep. On
I
that
know. I
one.
thought that's what we were trying to do.
Unbelievable. Well, they're sleeping now.
Todd wants the Crickets to go to bed so they'll stop fucking with them.
I'm sending him to space, bro.
Oh, the crickets are fired up.
You woke him up, Todd. You woke him up.
You can't sleep on my clock. All right.
They like your comedy, I guess.
All right. I don't know about that.
I mean, I think the Nets are gonna didn't fire back on all cylinders, but they did look. The Celtics gave us hope. Hey, Minnie, if you're listening, I think your Celtics can do it.
Really?
Yeah, but off record, Minnie,
I
your
don't think
Celtics
Minnie.
can't do it.
Who are you going with? Who are you going with?
Hey, Minnie, you got a good career in boxing. But your cousin does.
Oh man, there are
Minnie,
shots.
I love you. I love
everywhere.
Minnie. Don't say
So
that.
who are you going with?
Nah, I got to go with the Nets, man.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Nets just because.
Dude, Kyrie Irving.
No, Blake Griffin. Come on.
Oh, Blake Griffin.
Oh, did you see that
spin
pass
move
he
this
had?
week? Oh, in the pass, yeah.
He had that pass in transitions, like behind the back. He's like, oh, hello.
What about
Set up person, and then he
what about the
catches
spin
one,
move where he tried to do a layup and
he
fell down?
dunked. He's dunking again. He's dunking again.
It took him like 5 minutes to get back up, but dude, he made it.
Only in New York, but it's not going to be the Knicks. It's going to be Brooklyn.
Okay.
We're talking about the Knicks and the Hawks?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
We can get into that if you want to.
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, Knicks had, I think, a rough
Trae
night.
Young's going to kill it. Atlanta's going off.
You think Atlanta's making it back?
Atlanta's on it already,
I don't know about that, dude.
bro?
What's the series at?
I think it's like it's got to be even or one up.
Is that the closest series in the?
Nah, I thought it was 2-1. Well, the
I
only
think it's
series
2-1
that's
Atlanta.
tied is oddly enough the Jazz
Yeah,
and
the Jazz
Grizzlies.
and the
And I think, are they
Grizzlies.
playing today? They're probably
Oh,
scheduled because
man.
they're just behind in actual,
hate all these
overall
difficult
games.
questions.
Yeah, they haven't even played their third yet.
Yeah, it's.
But I mean, come on, is someone really going to take Memphis here? I mean, Jazz will clean up.
Yeah, they got
Maybe
what-
they started a little mess, but they'll clean it up.
That Morat.
I'd like to think that.
What's that guy's
I
name?
got them
Morant?
going all the way.
on the
Against
other team
the,
on Memphis.
76ers.
Morant or whatever. He's a little point guard.
Talk about
He's-
Morris?
No,
No.
He's
sorry.
like the youngest player ever to score
Look it up.
40 in the playoffs
Okay.
from Memphis. He just gets off something Morant. Marrant or R.
Don't you try spelling
I'm just telling
Giannis's
you,
last name.
Memphis
Don't
is-
make me do it.
Memphis isn't going to go down without a fight. I see him battling it out, making it difficult, but they're going to lose.
I would hope so.
Well,
I mean, we can't have that. I mean, think of this number 2 round matchup we're going to have over here. If Dallas or the Clippers go up against Utah, I mean, this is when basketball starts to get interesting. I don't care about Memphis versus Utah.
for me, oh man, my personal view, Utah is lunch meat.
What
Now,
kind of lunch meat? There's good lunch meats out there.
I know. The kind you want to eat up and take home with you that aren't coming back around. That kind of lunch meat. You know what I'm saying? They are picked for the given. They are. They're showing their struggles now.
Okay.
Utah, Denver's more of a scare than Utah for me.
Okay. All right. So you've already made your bed here. You're saying Utah is going down in the next round.
If Utah match, yeah.
If they're lunch meat.
They're lunch meat. No, they're set up to be lunch meat. It might be in the conference finals. But
The Knicks are up 2-1, Don.
So if Dallas gets there, we're going to put Utah on Mark Cuban's
Knicks are
sandwich.
2-1 on Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going to change tonight?
All right.
Game 4 and ATL down in the hole. Them boys ain't giving it up there. They're going to be getting dirty.
All right. Who's
chanting
going
it
to take
up.
the bet? Who's taking New York? Brando.
I'm taking New York, yeah.
Oh,
I'm riding with downtown
just game
ATL.
4 or overall series?
I'm with College Park.
Just game 4 or overall series?
Oh,
What are we doing here?
I'm going overall because Knicks just got another win last night. Next game is tomorrow at 1. Going Knicks. I mean, Randall had a rough night, but
All right.
it's
I
not
don't
a
think
rough series.
I don't think it's going to happen again. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
they're up. First game, 107-105, tight game. Second game, they lost. Third game, 105-94. So, I mean, the Knicks, they went quiet at the end. Or what did they play tonight? They played today?
I don't know.
No, last
Wait,
night.
is it
last night? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
yeah,
All
they had a
right.
tough
What's
game
the
too.
bet here? What's the
I
bet here?
thought
Not
that-
5 minutes of silence.
Hold on. Let me look up the scores here.
Oh,
I can tell you the
Lord.
scores. 107-105, first game. Went to the Knicks. Game 2, Randall struggled. 101-92.
Last night.
Friday night.
Last night, the Hawks beat them to go
Yeah.
up.
What am I looking at?
Hawks
then?
at home, right?
That might be tres, uno.
Oh, Lord. What is going on?
Well, that's a dos.
Yeah,
That's a dos.
It's a dos uno. All right, what's this bet? What are the stakes here?
I'm taking Hawks. I'm already committed on ATL.
Brando with the Knicks, but what are we betting?
the bet?
Not 5 minutes of silence. Because I don't want that
That'll
to
cancel
cancel.
it out.
Yeah, we cannot have that.
So we're
happen.
going to listen to the next 5 minutes. Everybody is silent.
How about
Oh God, it's not going to be a good show.
how about
Ghost pepper cheese, bro.
Well, you want to eat more of that stuff?
I've been there. I want him to go there.
nah? I'm not throwing ghost pepper or cheese on the table. All right, we need our spinning bet board. Dirt, we got to build that soon.
All right, yeah.
Let's get on that. We got to build the bet board. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
Let's just do a shot of wing sauce. Straight shot.
Okay.
Like whatever that is.
Whatever it
1.5
is.
ounces. Shot. Boom. No chaser for 5 minutes.
No solid subjects in there. I don't want to feel chunks of meat like a
Madonna
Dominica stew or a raisin.
No,
I'm having
no
to swallow
chicken.
down.
No, you wish there was chicken to dilute.
Nah, I
no,
don't
this is going
want
to
to
be
take
straight
down.
sauce.
I'll take a cranberry, but
Straight
no
sauce.
raisins.
Straight
All-
sauce.
all sauce.
Yeah, I'm bringing a hot, and this is going to be a hot sauce.
How
on
many
this one.
ounces?
I think 1.5 ounces is in a shot.
Yeah, depending on what
Ounce
bar
and a
you're
half,
at.
yep.
Yeah.
That's a single shot.
Single shot.
I'm going to go ahead and call winner. I'm winning that
All
one.
right, is this on the series or is this on game 4? Let's get this
do
clear.
it.
I'd like
I'm
the
a-
series with the Knicks.
Series?
Yeah.
Todd? Series?
Knicks been
I'm
on fire.
taking Atlanta. Young is
All
young
right,
is good.
series bet here.
Freaking
Shot of hot sauce.
Randall has been amazing all season, and he's been struggling the last few games. He's going to start getting off, but what I worry about is once he gets off, the rest of his team is going to turn into what Randall was doing. They're going to start watching.
Oh wait, I'm on the Hawks webpage. You're right, Todd.
Yeah. Hawks?
Wait, this is the
Game 4
22nd
coming
of
up.
May?
No. what are you
It's
talking
29th.
about?
29th.
29th.
I'm way off. Am I in Todd land?
You're in
What happened?
Thailand. No.
How did I get here? What year is it?
This is what you get for not
Great
drinking.
Scott!
When you don't drink alcohol, somehow.
Well, I am having
Christopher
some
Lloyd
Tone
over
too,
here.
which qualifies as. But I'm not.
No beer.
No beer.
Living
No
off the
beer.
beer.
Okay, that's how you got the Todd land. Because he's a whiskey guy. Oh. Now you're not a beer guy. You're a hard liquor guy.
So I went back to the 90s somehow.
If you start talking like Chris Farley,
See, hey,
that settles it.
I have a very set
confused.
strategy. It's taking all you over.
Oh, no.
God.
I do have a van.
Starting with his hair.
Oh, that's the number one winner right now.
I didn't even know you had hair. You always wear a hat, and I didn't think there was. I thought there was just open skull under the hat. For all these years,
At one time it was.
just like a busted open, like kind of crusty, bloody skull underneath his hat.
You would never believe how
'Cause
long it took for that skin to grow back in.
Is that a weave on top of there?
Heather has started calling him Thor.
Fat
Yeah.
Thor.
Oh, you didn't have to.
She didn't
add
come up
that
with
in
fat.
there.
She called you Thor, and I said,
I'm
"Yeah,
Fat
it's
Thor.
like you're like in-game Fat Thor." I said that.
I think she said fat.
I'll still fuck up Chris Helmsworth. Screw him. Bring it on to Todd's Body Shot Challenge. I'll stop him.
You shouldn't say that until you see him. He's playing Hulk Hogan in the biopic,
Nah.
the Hollywood biopic of
Woo! I can
Of
be
Hulk
Ric
Hogan.
Flair.
Don't do that directly into the mic.
Yeah.
But no, he looks.
Ric Flair, by the way.
Chris Hemsworth is jacked as fuck right now, and he's playing Hulk Hogan in the movie of his
Don't
life.
excite
it's crazy.
Todd.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Thor is playing Hulk Hogan.
Jeff gave me something ingredient.
Oh, don't blame our special guest.
I can't believe
That's that why he left? You drove him out of here?
Did he give you the blood pressure medication?
He gave me like the Todd. Your face is gonna get red.
He
You're
told
gonna
him.
start thinking crazy.
Disalinolin
Yeah.
or whatever?
Who knows?
Yeah.
We're just talking about it. I
Yeah.
think it was just a whiskey he was serving me. Honestly.
Okay.
All right. And with that, we're going to step towards the side court. We'll be back to wrap it up with full disclosure on which plant Brando has been germinating for Todd. It's not marijuana. You're listening to the Ballbusters.
Lisa, 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 would
You're listening to Ballbusters.
when your tombstone's on your tombstone, but your tombstone on my tombstone. Ooh, oh my tombstone, of course. Preheat oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove pizza from overwrapping cardboard. Place pizza in an oven rack in center position.
Get ready to get weird. I'm coming to your heart from the bottom of this year. Chaos, pure fear. You're not here, I do it. Fuck this game, it's lame, I blow through it. All these things you don't know is proven. Open up your mouth, I'm out of through it. Get ready to get weird.
You're listening to Ballbusters.
Get ready to get weird. Get ready to get weird. It's like trying to tame an untamed beast. You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. It's like trying to tame an untamed beast. You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. Yeah.
Get ready to get weird. Tell it to your mama.
Back with the
Last Nick,
Ballbusters over here.
Something
There's,
like you want it.
I think there might be an NFL ticket. Buccaneers versus Dolphins week five giveaway.
The
I think we
Dolphins.
might have a ticket giveaway for a Ballbusters
Yeah.
fan.
Oh.
An all-inclusive ticket.
Sweet.
Is
Be
it really?
careful here.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna call from Taiwan and be like, God damn, I gotta pay a $4,000 airfare.
I'm just going to say, we have to be careful when we say all-inclusive. We also have to say,
Okay,
if you go to this
non-inclusive.
game, you have to endure the group of people you're listening to right now for more. And also, when you're going on that trip, you can't press pause on your iPhone. So just know that. You cannot press pause on us in real life.
It's
just so you know.
You can press pause on an iPhone. You can't press pause on Todd.
That's a true story, man.
That's what I was saying, yes.
This is real.
Oh my
Why are you
gosh!
killing me for?
And you get, but listen,
I think that was a compliment.
you get to drink Todd's tears, though. And the only way you can become a true dolphin, if you're listening, my wife, Rochelle, is to become, you have to drink Todd's tears. And that will happen in Game 5 when the Dolphins can.
Bro, that's gonna be like 10 years for there even to be enough tears come out of my eyes. Being a Tampa Bay Bucs fan, I've survived a lot of painful moments in my life.
You have, and now you're going to survive.
I'm
one
not
more.
going to be upset.
And I'm going to be
with
there with a
them.
glass to drink the tears of the Buccaneers.
I don't know if that's gonna. I think Gronk's gonna spike the ball.
She wanted me to
Where's
spike
your
a
blue
football
ball?
between her butt cheeks. I would have a pleasure spiking a football between butt cheeks.
I don't even like what's going on over here.
Oh no! Oh
Sweet
no.
nothings. What's going on, Danny? What are you laughing
I
about?
don't know. Are we ready for this?
I think so. I think it's the only logical thing to do.
I don't know,
I'm ready.
Dirt.
I don't know what it is.
When
but it
you
sounds-
whisper
is it a cake
something
with
into
icing?
somebody else's ear and don't let me know about it or Brando, raise
Makes
a
us
little
curious.
concern. Puts me on alert. I'm like 9.5 alert mode right now.
Well,
What's going on?
I think we're ready for some wrestling promos.
All right.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tombstone your ass.
Oh, was that the first one?
No. I was just telling Danny, I was whispering to Danny to bring it up on the air. I think it would be good if Todd and Brando shoot a wrestling promo one at a time. Shoot a promo at the opposing team. It's Monday Night Raw.
Oh.
You're defending your title.
Oh.
Wrestling promo. Dolphins fan versus Bucs fan versus Dolphin fan. Tell them what their fans are gonna. Why do they want to buy that pay-per-view?
Why they want to do what?
Why does the fan want to buy that pay-per-view? What are they going to see, brother?
Yeah.
Like, I might have an idea of what's about to happen tomorrow, but you're going to have to buy the pay-per-view to see it. Yeah.
Pay-per-view of the Dolphins versus
You
the
know
Bucs.
where the longest line's at? It's at Space Mountain. because all the ladies want to ride my space. I think I said it wrong.
Take
but
other people's stuff. Do your
it's so
ad.
funny, though.
It is funny, yes.
Yeah, but you got to come with your own shit.
I think that'd be great.
All right.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay, so start with Todd. You're in the middle of the ring with a mic in your hand. Tell
Here we go.
Brando why the Bucs are going to win that game.
He's got nothing.
I know, but you're in Tampa.
He's got
I mean, what
nothing.
else do you want?
That
You have
doesn't...
nothing. I don't know.
Sir, the Rock, you are not.
Yeah.
The Dolphins have access to water through there, and they can siege your asses.
Oh, here comes Brando.
Dr.
Brando.
Doom.
Bro, we got
Brando, give
pirate
it to him.
ships.
No, the Dolphins are coming for you, man. They're gonna take the land.
Brando, middle
Just
of the
like
ring.
Navy SEALs.
Middle of the ring, Monday Night Raw. Big matchup this weekend for the belt.
Tua Tagovailoa is going to put on a show against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they're not going to be able to do shit about it because when they try to answer, the number one defense in the NFL is going to be putting Tampon Bradley in his hole.
Hold on just a minute. Hold on.
Here we go.
You got something to say to me, boy?
I like tuna in my sushi rolls. All right? And you're nothing but a dolphin.
This is spicy sushi
That's
roll.
right. We got Tom Tampon Bradley. Call him what you want. But he's good for 3 touchdowns.
That is
What
not
do you
going to be enough. He's going to try to run the ball. I can see it happening now.
Oh, only if he has a wheelchair.
Emmanuel Oba is going to be there. To put pressure on him. And he's going to flopper. And he's going to flunder. And Xavier Howard's going to be there. Pick 6 with a walk-off interception win as the Dolphins.
You think the Dolphins are winning off a pick 6, off a close game in the 4th quarter?
That's what's going to happen.
Man, could you enlighten me to your dealer? I mean, you are on some different level. Because that shit ain't happening. Yeah, man. You must be smoking some real good shit. Because Tampa Bay ain't giving up nothing to no fish out of the water. I'll put my finger in your blowhole and sink you.
We got a couple of people want to join in here. So Randy Savage wants to shoot on the Bucs. Is that all right with you guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
So I've been watching a lot of things going on these days, yeah. And I've been seeing this guy down there, Tampon Bradley. Yeah, he thinks he's gonna do it, but let me tell you something, brother. He sees a lot of things, but the one thing he doesn't see, is he doesn't see that fin coming up out of the water in Tampa Bay. Yeah, because that fin's about to come ashore. And one thing I can tell you for sure is that when the heavens rain down, and that dolphin fin comes up on shore, you think you got a lot of things going down there, but all eyes and your old friends aren't gonna save you that day, because Miami's coming ashore, brother. And there ain't nothing you can do about it, brother.
That's...
So the Dolphins,
I appreciate him calling in from heaven. That was great.
Randy, thanks. What was he doing? He was just probably laying
He
on
was loving Miss Elizabeth again, bro.
laying around.
We got another one. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin wants to shoot on the Dolphins. Is that okay?
Are you serious?
Dolphins too, or he's he's coming from the Bucs.
He's a Bucs fan.
He's a
He's
Bucs
serious.
Fan. Okay.
Yeah, you want
Okay.
to do that?
Patch him in. Can you
There's
patch him
no
in?
Dolphin
Hold on.
fans?
Let me punch him in.
There's Dolphin fans out here.
Here we go.
No, he was for Rays, bro. He was for
You're an idiot.
Stone Cold.
Let's go with Steve. Is he on?
Stone Cold.
Hold on. Here he is.
Stone?
Steve, can you hear us?
Cold?
Well, I'll tell you one damn thing right now. I've been watching a lot of this talk down there from Tampa Bay, and the one thing they do have is a lot of good beer, so I've got to be a big fan of the Tampa Bay Brews, if you know what I'm talking about. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And listen, everybody wants to talk about Tom Brady. He's too old. Well, guess what? The old rattlesnake here's too old sometimes, too. But somehow I just managed to make it happen. And when you just manage to make it happen, you get a lot of people that don't really want to see your face come around town anymore, because every time that face shows up, they got to take an L to the forehead. And so I just want to let them people down in Miami know, when you come up this year, when you come up to Tampa Bay, you think you're going to come up here? You want to catch the nursing home rejects and those left down by the waterside. But you're not going to. What you're going to find is a couple of guys who are going to take everything that you packed in that bus of yours with the team gear, and we're going to fold it up into a nice tiny package. We're going to jam it, clean up your ass, and send you right back down to South Beach with you. Give me a hell yeah.
One beer.
Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I got something to say to you. I'm not teaming up with you, not now, not ever, because them Dolphins are going to come up on shore. And they're going to fart that fucking thing you said right on out, and they're going to win in the fourth quarter.
You don't belong on land, my friend.
You just threatened Stone Cold Steve Austin to fart out the butt plug that he's going to put in him. That's pretty awesome.
Nothing goes in a blowhole, son.
Blowhole is getting plugged. You touch land, you're done. A pirate can survive at sea for a little while.
The Pirates couldn't catch Javier Baez on a play to first base.
Oh, man. And we didn't bring, did we bring that up?
It depends. Was Capoza the plate umpire last night?
No.
All right.
Well, Will Craig had to do was literally step on first base, and that inning's over.
That inning's over.
But
the Cubs slipped past the team of dopey Pirates.
Where have
And that's
we
the same
gone?
thing that's going to happen with the Dolphins.
I don't even like your wrestling name.
Did you
don't
see
even
that?
have a good
Did you see
wrestling
that
name.
play
What's your
top? Did you
wrestling
see
name,
it?
bro?
Oh, that play was amazing. Yeah, I thought we were going to get into that earlier. It was just a little, routine grounder
It was
first
two
with
outs.
2 outs.
Two outs.
Yeah. Guy on
Two
third,
outs.
right?
Ground ball to third base, throw to first base.
Yep.
All he had to do was step on the base.
Yep.
And instead, the first baseman, for whatever reason, it makes absolutely no baseball sense.
Yeah.
He decided instead to step on the base, ran down the first base line to tag Baez.
And Javier Baez was like playing the flirt game with him.
He's running back to home.
Yeah,
but he was doing this
for the
stop
runner.
and go thing that was unbelievable. And I'm not even clear as to did he know exactly what his strategy was?
He knew.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Or was he just delaying whatever?
No, he knew it was going on.
That was part of his strategy.
It was fascinating. And then he cheered. He literally clapped on. He gave a clap to the score, and then he just ran to first.
Because there was no one at first base anymore. The first baseman was next to him.
That was clearly the most entertaining double I have ever seen in my life.
That might have been the best.
The best double.
Except for Little League.
Turn
There's
into
probably been better
Tom
doubles
and
in Little
Jerry
League.
out there, and nobody's even paying attention to what's coming down the third line. And this cat just shows up, and the first base is like, oh, man. He launches it, and it's bad. Other cat runs.
They needed a quarterback in that situation. Substitution, put in Aaron Rodgers.
You can't sub live play.
You know what's
Aaron
funny
Rodgers?
is Will.
Yeah.
The first baseman for the Pirates, Will Craig, had a really cool outlook on it when they asked him, and he goes, "Yeah, man, I know I'm going to be in every dumbass
Training
plays of the
video.
week. I know I'm going to be on every dumbass plays of the decade." And he's like, but I got a baseball career to look at. So he's like, okay, yeah, that happened, but I just got to look forward and forget about it. So he's cool with knowing that he understands. He made a dumb decision. He understands everyone's going to laugh at him, and he's like, okay, that's fine, but I got to move on.
That's baseball, man. I mean, that's what's so fun about it too. It's like goofy shit like that happens in baseball. Goofy shit like that happens in football, but it's not laughed about, and it's not. Look at the baseball, the dizzy, you spin around the bat. I mean, that's baseball. Baseball's fun.
You get a butt fumble every once in a while.
I know, but you look at that player, you see him make that kind of move, and you're always like, hey, how are they going to recover from this play? They're going to do something that's going to make that play not even stick in your mind again. And a lot of times that player will step up, hey, it's 10th inning, we don't know what's going on, we're just throwing it in our pitcher's shot. See what you can do. You're fast.
That's the one thing. Yeah.
And then something happens. Those players exist. I like that.
I think that's the one thing that makes baseball unique is that every player on the field plays a defensive position and then has to take their turn at bat on offense. And you see that a lot of times when you see a guy make a real bonehead move on defense, make an error, cost a team a run. When he comes to the plate that next inning or the inning after, he gets a chance to redeem himself.
Oh, yeah.
And so he gets that chance to go, okay, yeah, that happened, but let me see if I can put us in position to erase
I
that.
know,
Yeah,
but
and vice versa. Offensive, you striking out
But
all
I've-
night,
I've-
and then at the end of the game, you catch a homer at the fence, and you win the game that way.
Exactly,
I know, but
yeah.
I've seen it in
It's great.
football with an early season fumble. You're like, man, we're not running this guy for the next 5 or 6 games. And when the other guy gets hurt, you got to have him run on a 4th and 1. Late in the fourth quarter, you need the 6 inches, and you give this guy.
Oh, easy.
And he, all right, and he breaks a 35-yarder that gives you a good field goal for the win. Sometimes that's kind of those players make those moments. I like that.
It happens. I just think that what makes it more random in baseball is that, like what you're saying, like you call the play to run that guy, and you've seen those situations before. Where it's like 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, game 7 in the playoffs. You're going home, and the guy that comes up to the plate is the guy that hit 119 all season long, hasn't done shit, and you got nobody to sub him out, and you're like, okay, I guess we're fucked. And then when that guy does something, you're like, you couldn't have called that play.
So
you know
so
what I mean?
crazy.
Yeah.
Baseball
It's just totally random.
an anomaly of sports in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It's happened a few times. So who was the cat that came out of college? Supposed to be the cat's meow. Played for the Celtics. Was lights out, but he had a drug problem.
Lynn.
He's from Boston too. Everything
Yeah.
was like right there, but he couldn't control himself.
Yeah. That has nothing to do with what we were just talking
yeah,
about. But
A little bit of a different story, but
yeah.
I'm sperminating the Celtics. They're done.
Are you crazy? What's going on with the game right now? Are you watching it? Who's on right now?
Commercial.
Todd has a laptop pulled up. He's watching about 3 different things at the same time. It's usually a boxing match, a horse race, and
He's having a hard time
game.
keeping track
I
of.
like watching live stuff, man. Saturday night.
One time I came around the back.
Saturday night's a time for the best live games. If it's college basketball, if it's college baseball.
Now, there's some good
if
games
it's
on right
golf,
now.
if it's whatever, Saturday night you want
You
to
got to
tune
get
in,
out of here
fighting,
and
boxing.
get to some.
Yeah, one time I came around the back to fix his mic cable, and he's just watching 2 guys kick each other in the nuts. Yeah, I mean there was a scoreboard. There was a scoreboard, so I guess it was a sport. But yeah.
All right, so what's going on this upcoming week? Brando, what do you got planned?
Hey, man, that's a good question. It's Memorial Day weekend. And to all those out there that gave all, thank you for your service.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody has a good Memorial Day weekend in memory of all those people. And, I mean, we just got to go to the beach tomorrow, easy day. Drive over, maybe throw a line out, catch a couple fish, see if I can put them in the cooler.
Oh, if you throw a line out, you can catch Todd.
You're welcome to, if you want to go to the beach tomorrow. We're leaving
He
early.
was a fishing. He's talking about a fishing line.
Oh,
First of all, I am like translucent. The sun and me do not agree.
All right.
Well, I'll still go deal with it.
It's the way he's camouflaged. He blends in with the beach, and the fish don't see him.
I look like the red sun. Just all rosed out there after a good day.
You look like the red sun that they kicked out of the crib. Ooh, that was. Can we get a note on that?
It's only because I had steak.
I don't even think I caught that reference. But
That was pretty bad.
Caught him.
Uh-oh, they just touched tips. Brando and Todd.
There's a
Finally
5-minute
touching
silence
tips.
going on
Fist
here.
bump.
it's the new Mega Powers. I just don't know which one's Hogan. No, that's definitely Hogan. Look at the hair.
He's Hogan all day.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Where's my daughter?
I'm more.
Where's he at? Easy.
I'm the
Oh, my
junkyard
gosh.
dog.
Wow, we're not. All right.
So what's going on this upcoming week here, Todd? What do you got going on?
Hoping we can have a barbecue together this weekend.
I
Let's
think
do
Monday,
something.
Monday should work for that.
Monday,
Yeah.
let's have a little
Barbecue
gathering
and-
back here.
Barbecue and karaoke.
Yeah, we can do that.
Brando, I need you to think hard and strong about what song you're going to sing with me.
I already got it, dude.
Just like with you, brother.
Oh, brother.
So
I want to have a good time this weekend. I want to just relax, do nothing. Come over here and I'll buy some food or something, and we'll grill it, drink it up, and
Will you grill us some zucchini, Todd, or some pickles?
I will kebab that shit.
All right.
That's exciting.
Okay.
Is that a verb now?
I think for everybody.
I think so.
Kebab it.
Yeah. So this week, Wednesday night, typically Whiskey Wednesday, happens here at my domicile, and Todd and I drink whiskey out here in the patio. But this week, our early show guest, Fritz, and
thanks, Fritz.
Fritz and his work partner
Darcy.
They came across some tickets for Dr. Phillips Center for Sammy Hagar.
Oh, right.
Live at the Dr. Phillips Center on the front patio. And Fritz called me and he's like, hey, when I was growing up as a kid, you and Todd listened to Van Halen. You got to go to this show.
I've known him forever, though. I've known him since he was like
I know. So
6 or something.
Heather, and Todd went with Darcy and Fritz and watched Sammy Hagar on the front lawn of the Dr. Phillips Center.
Wow.
It was, number one, it was awesome. It was a great fucking show. Jason Bonham, the son of John Bonham from Led Zeppelin, played drums for him that night.
I don't even remember Neil or
Vince
Young
Neil came
showing
out.
up.
Vince
Young
Neil,
showing
yeah.
up.
Vince
whatever
Neil
his
from
name
Motley Crue came out and sang the Led Zeppelin song "Rock and Roll" with him. It was just overall a great fucking show.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fucking fun.
It's so great they did that lawn thing, and they only did it because of COVID. But what
Yeah.
an enhancement!
I
to
hope they keep
downtown
doing it
Orlando.
because it's way more
we look like a
comfortable.
real city now, don't
It's
we?
way more comfortable than the inside venue. It
No,
really is.
No,
Of
it
course
is. It is, but it's not the money. Look at how much. I mean, for me, if I'm a monetary-looking type of person,
Right.
You
and
don't
to
look
see
like
all
money.
that space,
Except
you
for the
can-
shampoo.
You can feel well.
Yeah, you could feel a lot more people. For
That's
space.
what I'm
Yes,
saying.
You're right, you're
I mean,
right.
you're going to look for the bang for the buck,
But
and they could
you can
do
still
that.
do both.
But the reason I wanted to throw that out there is because when you're looking for a
I'm going to
karaoke
create
song,
a safe system for everybody.
When
to
you're
be
looking at a
indoors and
karaoke
Thanks,
song,
Dr. Todd.
when you're looking at a karaoke song for either or two of you to do,
What?
I mean,
we're
come
not
on.
open for suggestions. We're going with what he gives me. All right?
Well,
I don't want to hear it.
this is a podcast, so yeah.
We're going to do a vote.
I'm saying, what better karaoke song there is than "I Can't Drive 55" or heavy metal, or he did a tribute to his friend that passed away last year, Eddie Money, and he did "Shakin'." And then Todd's done 2 Tickets to Paradise before. I'm just saying, there's a lot of options there.
I got this.
You're
I got this.
typecasting us. You're typecasting us, Dirk.
I got this. I got this for you, brother.
Turt's our karaoke producer. Go ahead, Todd.
Could do some Beastie Boys together.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's great.
Whoa.
Beastie Boys.
All right.
That's what I was going to say.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I could do almost every song.
Well, it started way back in.
Oh, my Lord.
So, Paul Revere is tough, but
Yeah.
we could try. And there's 3 Beastie Boys and 2 of us, so that makes it a little bit challenging.
You're Jewish enough for both of them, right?
We need 3 people. Yeah, I could
Sorry,
do both
that was
voices.
bad.
Yeah, I could.
No sleep for the Brooklyn Nets?
Oh, man.
No. Yeah, no. They can't sleep on the
Good.
Celtics.
I like that
No way.
one. I like where
Good
you're
call.
going there.
I think they got to step it up, and I mean, Celtics might get one more. Todd says no, but dude, they put together a team.
No luck for the Irish? Todd?
First of all, there's not enough white on that team for it to be Irish. All right, no point.
they're-
Nothing wrong. I'm just saying
What?
that there's Irish.
I don't know the current population
Irish,
of.
I know, but the
of
Irish is not on that team.
black skin
That's American
Irish people play.
players.
It is a
That's an
pretty
American team.
good amount.
They're not Irish.
So
If they
I'm
don't
not
have the
saying that-
players, they're missing a couple.
you got
key players.
Fournier. You could be Irish. You got
Yeah.
Smart.
What?
Could be an Irish name.
Fournier is French, but
Yeah,
I like where you're going.
All I'm saying
You
is
got Tatum. That's
Tatum.
Irish.
Tatum is fucking amazing.
And then you got
No, he might be the biggest draw to this whole season is Tatum. He's been putting up 40 points in the playoffs.
the biggest draw is Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, right. He got booed for a whole 48 minutes last night.
Yeah, but he's the only. The
Come
other song.
back to Boston.
The other song we're going to do is the Chili Peppers, and here's why: Kyrie Irving and the Chili Peppers are both in the know. They're woke, and there's this new thing, and you guys don't know about it. But the Earth is flat, guys.
Am I fleeing? Flat?
Now, okay, I will buy that the Earth is flat as long as we say it's square.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because when I think flat, I'm just thinking, okay, there's
Flat
two
forever.
sides, like
Big
two
old
sides of this, like
waterfall
a piece of
somewhere, right?
paper. Yeah, right. But if it's square,
It's a cube.
Okay.
It's like a cube.
I like a cube.
Okay, I can get on with a cube over
Three-dimensional
flat.
is what I meant. Three-dimensional.
Yeah, so you're taking
It's-
circumference into
It's
it.
a flat beam.
Volume.
Like picture a table.
Okay.
Okay. Like this table that here. And look, it's got checkered, like the Boston Celtics basketball court.
Like the parquet.
Not
Like the
anymore.
parquet in the Celtics
They're not on the
stadium.
Holy Land no more.
So, what's the difference between the Boston Celtics flat stadium floor and the earth? Nothing. Kyrie Irving knows that, and that's why the Nets are going all the way.
Nets are going to win.
And
It's
the Red Hot
butter.
Chili Peppers in their music say the earth is flat, dude. Come on, guys.
Nets are going to win, but Tatum is worth talking about.
All right.
He's something they're going to put
We can
another.
talk about him till you're
No,
blue
they're
in the
going to
face.
put a big with him next year, like an Embiid type player, and Celtics will dominate the East.
I think we see Kawhi Leonard run away from the Clippers after this.
You think
That
he's
would make
going to
sense.
come
I
back to
think
the
we
East
see,
Coast?
I think we see Tatum disappear. I think they both go down to Miami, join Pat Riley, and win a championship.
I would be less surprised if he went to Philly.
No.
It just seems like they're
No, 76ers. He's 70. First of all, you mentioned a big double negative here, and that is that these guys just booed Doc Rivers off of their team to the 76ers. No, the Clippers made the players, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. They decided they did not want to put Doc Rivers, got rid of Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers is now coaching, was hired by the 76ers. Took him to the promised land.
Wait, so Doc Rivers was the coach of the Clippers at the
Right.
start of this season?
No. Last year and was fired in the offseason.
Well, Kawhi wasn't there last season.
No, Kawhi was there last season.
Kawhi was.
There's no one named Kawhi.
Whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Kawhi Leonard was with
him
the
and
Raptors
Paul,
last year.
No, that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Paul George. Paul
Okay.
George
All right.
left.
Okay.
Well, he left wherever he was at to come there and play with them, and then they made the coach move.
Okay.
And
All
what's
right.
Doc doing?
Yeah. Waiting.
He's writing prescriptions right now, bro.
Doc's
And you know who's in line next?
Well, Doc Rivers is one of those
I don't know who they're
great
playing right
coaches.
now,
To
but they're
me,
done.
he's one of those guys that just he can take a hit, keep on ticking. I mean, dude, that guy's just bulletproof in my opinion. And I think with the Sixers Jazz final NBA, that's a championship games right there.
Could be. Yeah.
Can I throw a side comment off the Rivers?
Of course
was
not.
Austin Rivers from Dallas.
Yeah,
He worked
lit it
himself
up.
in there,
He lit it
and
up.
he had 4 3-pointers in the fourth quarter.
At least.
To get him, just lit it up out of nowhere. And he was sent down to like the
He was shooting. It was a
Canadian.
him
He
and
was
Melo
playing
were
in
a
the Puerto
3-point
Rico
battle
league or
that was.
something, and they brought him back up.
Yeah, that dude was
And
lights
Austin,
out.
it's
He could
fine.
have another game like
That'd
that.
be a good showdown, right? Austin versus Doc in the finals.
Is Austin his son?
Doc Rivers.
And Doc Rivers is the
Yeah.
coach
Okay. Oh, wow.
of the 76ers. Dallas making it there.
I
That'd
gotcha.
be good.
I
That'd
thought you were
be
talking about
interesting.
player to player. I don't know whatever's going on
Thanksgiving talk
in your
right
brain.
now.
So.
Unbelievable. Oh, man. Is it Whiskey Wednesday already?
Oh, maybe so.
All right. Oh, we got to get the heck up on out of here for our producer, Dirt. Our guru of the good brew, Brando. Boo-hoo-hoo. Big T, Little Odd. Here I am. And for Liz Taylor, I'm Danny Feedback. You've been listening to the Ball Busters. Bye-bye.